This isn't a message, yo.
What?
This is a conversation you had by yourself.
Okay, we got.
I don't know. Yo,
I don't know. Like what, yo?
no, my own. One of my, see, you can't get people over 50 shouldn't get cell phones. If you're already over 50,
Hand me those earbuds
social media just ain't for you.
and that and that thing, that tank right there. You know, where they right there in front of your face. You getting sleepy?
You in there playing soccer?
No, you sleepy. Sleepy now. Go ahead. All right. You know you got hey, stretch your jaw. Stretch your jaw. Flick off until the off you come. Come on. Flick off until the other people come. Until Kojo come. Turn the flash on.
Of course.
What do you think?
Biggest,
Turn the flash on.
yeah, biggest inspirations though, man. That's this tape. This dude right here.
Huh?
So one of the biggest inspirations right now at this table is you right now. Everything you done done.
And do it without
Platform that
y'all.
you set. No, I'm talking about the platform that you set, the dream that you got.
Now get the sleazy and don't get from this box. Get a go. I told you I'd do it.
You see my new teeth?
I know. What you think? Bet. All right, now come over here and give me the box. Bet. That's good, yo.
Yes, sir. We got our photographer up in the house. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta get around here. Just move this out the way. You good? Come on. Give me the box.
Yeah, get my good side.
That was 2 good ones, yo. Yeah, that's a nice one. Yeah, that's a nice one. Boss, you kind of look.
My wife was saying that.
Kind of look like ice cream.
My wife was saying that.
Yeah, I say to me.
My wife said that. She like,
good,
cut
yo.
down like where Ice Cube at.
Yo, that's good.
Don't have no,
No, that's good, yo. Yo, they good, yo. I'm gonna put your name on that, yo. That's good.
Most
When
definitely.
Miss when Kojo come, you gotta come back. All right. That is good.
Yeah, yo, definitely I'm gonna definitely we're gonna have a little rest in peace to Miss Merle.
Cool.
Damon Curlmo. They just had a funeral yesterday.
Oh, that. Oh,
Nice thing.
that's what you do. Oh,
Nice
Miss
thing.
Marina. Oh,
She just had a funeral yesterday.
who is it?
We know Kojo on time.
Miss Kojo.
Get there.
Oh.
You all right?
I'm surprised he wasn't here 8 o'clock in the morning. Yeah,
You
you.
got cold.
What you mean?
Got cold.
Always, baby. Always.
You got
Oh,
cold.
how y'all doing? How y'all doing?
My
Sorry.
man Lord Tony. Y'all met the room before.
Yeah.
Matt, we got you up there. Remember that right here.
Okay.
You got
Get
to
them
get you up there.
stools. Get them stools. Them stools, Jerome. What's up, bro?
What's going on, man? How you feeling?
Good to have you
Yeah.
back.
Hey, baby.
Good to have you back.
Thanks for having me.
You fine.
Pull it out.
Every time you have a cookout, you got
Pull it out.
on the grill for you.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, no, yo, she said she gonna text me, yo, when she comes, yo. She said she gonna text me. She ain't around there. She said she gonna get a car wash or something. What?
You got a hot dish.
My sister supposed to be coming and get me.
That's a hot dish.
I see you had that wash shit going on this morning. I was like, all right, nephew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We grooving out here.
Wow, really good.
I really want to get I got my joints on my phone.
Keyboard Cat, Hamilton the Pug, and Toast. Keyboard Cat, Hamilton the Pug, and Toast Meets World. These are some of the internet's most beloved pets, and they all have one thing in common. Their stories started in a shelter. Start your story. Adopt a dog or cat today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a pet near you. Training that pet to play the keyboard, that's optional. Start a story. Adopt a shelter or rescue pet today. Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
Okay, what are you wearing right now?
Nothing.
That's right. So mommy's gonna teach you how to dress yourself. Underwear always comes first, name tag at the back, then pants, then shirt. Get the first button in the right hole, or you have to start all over. Socks going first, then shoes, right on right, left on left. With shoelaces, just take the ends, cross them over, switch the loops. The rabbit goes down the hole, pull tight, and you're left with bunny ears. Got it? Why are your pants in your head?
Most parenting is hard to do in just 2 minutes. 2 minutes twice a day, make them brush their teeth is easier. And it could help save them from a lifetime of tooth pain. Visit 2n2x.org to find out more. A message from the Partnership for Healthy Mouths, Healthy Lives, and the Ad Council.
How's it going?
I'm having a stroke.
Are you going to shake my hand?
I'm having a stroke.
Wow, you're not even moving your arm.
I'm having a stroke.
When someone is having a stroke, they may not be able to say it with words, but their body language will tell you loud and clear. Look for FAST. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911 immediately. Know the sudden signs. Spot a stroke fast. Visit strokeassociation.org. Brought to you by the American Stroke Association and the Ad Council.
The storks are bringing me a baby brother. We can do this together.
All right, let's go.
Storks know how to keep kids safe. Do you?
But
Oh my gosh, you don't know.
I know.
You don't. Oh man, you laugh when you're traveling.
No.
Making sure your child is in the right car seat is one of the steps to safer travel.
I will rock this.
You will rock this.
To know for sure that your child is in the right car seat for their age and size, visit safercar.gov/the right seat. Cool, 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 very cool, very cool. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Come on after this.
How many quotes you want?
Progress is making, push this back further. Go down, watch your car. See my heart hurting. While I throw up my love, baby, don't you deserve it?
Right. You know what I'm saying? He definitely have a camera. You know what I'm saying? He on that TV.
Please don't change the plans of this man to me. I just wanna Oh, Bruce Bryce on there. What's up, Bruce?
Yeah.
Bruce Bryce was on there last week.
What up, Rube?
Bruce Bryce.
Family.
So work behind you, Kojo.
Oh, yeah. We got some, man.
Oh,
We got
okay.
it, yeah.
Yeah, Bruce, yo.
Y'all got yours going on? Let me share yours. Yo.
I got you. I sent it to you.
Okay.
Yo.
Yeah.
You tuned into the GGI Radio Show. I'm your host, Rome, with Sleazy Rock Box. We are the GGI Radio Show. And I should have said it the other way. Yeah, man. We here with our guest, Kojo, always on time, the blueprint of a independent artist. That's what I always say. You know what I'm saying? For real, y'all.
He is.
Yeah, man.
He is.
We got a long history with this dude, though, man. You know, in our ciphers, we went to done a mixtape in a day. I never seen nobody do nothing like that, yo. This man did a whole mixtape, shot videos, did shows, and an interview with us all in one damn day.
Sure.
I'm like, damn. But they say, what you do in your 24 hours? Yeah, man. You got some dudes and shit, they shoot one video. And they done. They blasting up all day.
See you tomorrow,
You know what I'm saying? Blasting up all day. You know what I'm saying? Not put no work in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hey, yo, what show? How many shows you at this year?
I'm at 34 so far this year.
You got y'all in the mic.
1 2 1 2.
Yeah.
I'm at 34 shows so far this year. Around March, I went through a little space where I told myself, like, man, I've been doing a lot already. So I was in the process. I did a 40-day fast where like straight liquid diet. So like I had started turning down like certain events and anything that I had on the calendar or whatever. Like I kept my word and did those, but other than that, I wasn't taking on nothing new. So last 2 years was, you know, my whole moniker was like, yo, I'm gonna do 100 shows in a year.
Yeah.
So same thing was the process going into this year. But like I said, I just went through like, you know, just trying to clear my mind. A lot of things happening going on. So from beginning of March to middle of April, like I had just took like a big break, just away from music, just to, you know, deactivate, cut out the social media, everything, and just really refocused. In that time, the 40-day fast, like I said, I lost a bunch of weight. Just went straight like cold turkey on a lot of different things. Like so, it was like urgent. I really went like hard with this 40-day thing, man. Now I'm coming back stronger than ever. Yeah, and I'm ready to reclaim, you know, the spot that I didn't feel like I lost in the first place. But like I said, back. I've done in this time I've been back, man. I'm blessed to say I've actually performed at a wedding now. Like,
really seen that?
Yeah. Got booked to do a wedding. So yeah, man. It's just a lot of things been rolling and just blessings, man. Blessings.
Yeah, that's what's you can tell the difference though.
Yeah,
in your music and everything. You know what I'm saying? You can tell the difference.
Yeah, and that was another thing coming back off the fast. I even decided like I ain't using the N-word in my music no more. And I ain't cussing like at all. So I sent you the Fame project.
Yeah.
If you listen, like I say, same aggression and all, conscious decision. Like, yo, I mean, I've been doing music for a long time, so just anything to challenge myself. Yeah. You know, riding the car with like my niece or my nephew or my little one. You know, I got taught to like talking loud when I knew a certain part was coming up. You know what I'm saying? Or turning it down or whatever. I'm like, hey, just imagine the opportunities that I could have, even if I ain't have it in there. So same content, I'm still attacking with the same aggression, just better choice of words.
You just going to another level. You stepping your game up. You know what I'm saying? You already accomplished that, so you're going to the next.
Yeah. And that was one of the things like my grandmama used to say, I listen to your music, can't cuss so much, you know what I'm saying? So unfortunately, you know, she passed away. Well, one of my grandmothers, she had passed away. So it's just like kind of like in honor of her as well. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So yeah. So I'm rocking still
That's
though,
what's
man.
up though. But like I say, yo, and I don't just be saying that shit, yo. You like a blueprint to an independent artist, to an artist that I could see, you know what I'm saying, won't be surprised to see you know what I'm saying, you bust through.
Thank
You know what I'm saying? Because yo, you do everything, you know what I'm saying, in your grind, you know what I'm saying? A fast, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like fast, and that's like to get your mind, your body right, everything
Yeah.
spiritually and everything, you know what I'm saying?
And that was the thing, man. Like when I was like 33 days in, right? I had a show in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
So like I really traveled, you know, from Maryland to Atlanta on this liquid fast, you know, food, you know, you see all this stuff on the road, but just had to keep my focus. And at that point, yeah, man, I was
it was just like all temptations all around.
Yeah. And on top of that, I mean, we're the land is women. It's,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
everything
yeah,
that, you know, man, but I, you know, staying firm, staying strong on it.
Mhm.
And it felt good, man.
And that's another thing too, like as far as the success and in your journey, you gotta be disciplined. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have a certain type of discipline with yourself, you know what I'm saying, or you know what I'm saying, to go through your plan and everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And yo, you doing everything. I see you. You know what I'm saying? Just when you get up there, just shout us out so we can take it real quick and shit.
We
You
forever,
like, oh,
we
Kojo.
No, we forever connected, man. Like
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all. Not only we had a great interview last time.
Yeah.
My man went V-Box on me. I gave him some bars at the end.
Yeah,
we all
yeah.
showed up for I Did It in a Day, which also, man, was like one of the biggest things that I've done ever.
Yeah.
Like because I started that I Did It in a Day process back in 2005.
Okay.
So for it to come full circle in 2017 to do part 4 was like, man, and to invite everybody to come through and be a part of it and, you know, just take it to another level. So, and it wasn't just for me. Like, y'all interviewed other artists that was there, which also was a big deal for me because it's just like people from my city and surrounding areas. I had people from Pittsburgh, Detroit, in the building, Memphis, Tennessee, in the building for that I Did It in the Day thing. And then, you know, not only that, well, y'all were there, so y'all knew, like
dudes making beats right there.
Like it
spot.
wasn't made up, it wasn't prefab.
No.
It wasn't put together and just brought to you. No, they came there and done it with you that day.
That's what I'm saying though. It's like we dealt with a lot of artists, you know what I'm saying, and you know, interact with a lot of artists in studios and stuff like that. Nothing like that. I never seen nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? That had, like you said, had people all from different, you know what I'm saying, area codes. Yeah. And to have somebody making beats right there
on the spot.
You know what I'm saying? And you was from room to room. Yeah. And we had the interview thing set up in the one room. You was in there. Then you popped up from there. Then we like, where Kojo at? We went to the Walmart to get a card. He doing the show.
Yeah,
like, damn.
Yeah. We had, and that was the thing. We did a 24-hour studio session. Had, and mind you, this on a Sunday. So anybody who missed it, man, we had chicken fillet there on a Sunday. You know what I'm saying?
Class.
Yeah. So that was the move. But not only did I do, like, you know, the mixtape, but we also had the show in Baltimore. Yeah. Had another show in DC. And then came back and just finished recording, shot a video, and put the video out within that 24 hours. Like I had my man Dirt Road there. He shot the video. We, you know, filmed it, and then we put it out the same day. So it was a lot of things that went down with that. I Did It in the Day, man. It was just a blessing, and I'm happy everybody came out and participated.
Yeah, that was man.
Yeah, it definitely was. I mean, I greatly appreciate being invited out to the situation, man. And it was a different. And thanks for introducing me, man. They were some funny dudes.
Oh yeah.
Over there.
King Von and East Griller.
Yeah, we had a nice little fun rap session over there. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, and all in all, though, with you fasting, the realignment, what direction do you plan on? You know what I mean? If there's a reason for the change other than, you feel what I'm saying, or what do you see with your realignment?
One of the things I said, purpose. In that time, I like disassociated myself with a lot of things and people who I once like aligned myself with, and then aligned myself with some new people, almost like advisors in a sense. You know what they say, positive attracts positive. So like, not even purposely looking to connect with certain people, but just because of the energy that I guess was being put out and that I put out, you know, in return, I got like some good vibes,
Yeah.
good people coming around where, you know, they taught me things about me that I didn't even ever pay attention to. So now, another thing that's been like a part of who I was, well, who I've been, was I was really, really hesitant as far as putting my children, you know what I'm saying, on social media or whatever. Like, I got a 6-year-old daughter who I never like really post or whatever.
You know, a vulnerable part of your life.
Yeah, I put it in the music, but I've never been the type that's like, yo, I want, you know, put them on Facebook and all of that. But with this new project, which is titled Fame, that's the name of my son. And I actually put his, you know, face on the cover, which, like I said, that ain't something that I normally do. So with all of that stuff happening, man, just realizing that, once again, like I said, the purpose of what I'm supposed to be doing and how I'm supposed to be doing it, I just feel like it's like something just building and brewing inside of me. And now I'm just here to share it with the world, even more than before.
Okay. So with the change in content, do you feel as though you may lose some things that were drawn to a certain persona in your life, in your music?
Yeah. Well, I think I lost that. Like, man, like I said, I've been doing this for a minute. So when I went through my legal situations, it was already like a change in what I was doing and how I was doing it.
Yeah.
So like now it's like second nature at this point, because there was a time where I would come out to Baltimore, DC, and go to like different places and venues, and I would have like 15, 20 deep. You know what I mean? Everybody on stage, and you know, we rapping, and you know, after we rap, we just leave or whatever. And when I was making music,
no more rock and roll.
Yeah, right. So the content that we was putting out at that time and the way I was attacking, like, you know, the performances, it was just like, yo, I just keep thinking, I just got a bigger purpose. It's a bigger purpose.
Yeah.
So I definitely feel like I've lost certain things, but I'm gaining more. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I believe, like, as they say, less is more, quality over quantity. So if you ain't rocking with me now because of like the changes I'm making as far as the music goes, then like, yo, you really wasn't rocking with me in the beginning anyway.
Yeah. So we're losing certain content in your vernacular or vocabulary, like the N-word, the cuss words. You like that shit.
I thought you was going somewhere else with it.
So do you find yourself using words out of your thesaurus that make a mother look at you like, the fuck he just said? No, he don't talk like that.
No, I ain't get to that point. It's just, like I say, just because at the same time been reading more. So it's just like learning different things and expressing them. So it ain't really like using, I ain't going to the thesaurus on them yet. Like, it ain't get that deep. We only, you know, this is the first project that I've done since I made this decision, and there's only 4 songs long, so I ain't have to dig into the thesaurus yet.
Okay.
What books you read?
Paulo Coelho, the man, he the author. Shucks, I can't even think of the name of the book is on that one. But outside of that, Jay-Z Decoded. I go back into busting that joint open. The Bible. You know, I carry that with me. And what else I've been tapping into? The autobiography of Yogi. That's another joint. You know, about the Indian.
Yeah.
So yeah, those been things I've been tapping on, checking out. You know, just pulling from all these, you know, different places, and the autobiography of Malcolm X.
Okay.
Definitely what I see with you is a lot of what we spoke about last time you was here. Where I said you got to do reading, you got to do research, and you got to know your purpose in the game. And everything you just spoke of losing dead weight. And now with that dead weight gone, now you can actually push further in the journey. And definitely I applaud you on what you're doing. I see the difference. I saw the difference. Definitely I seen the thing you did for the wedding.
Yeah,
that was nice. I watched that twice, and then I shot it to a couple other people.
Oh man,
thank this man Kojo doing his thing. This is what he do, and definitely the platform that you're standing on now in your life, it can be given to someone else. Look, this is me before. This is me after. So now what you're doing is you basically engaging yourself to enhance yourself more. You add more parts onto yourself.
Yeah.
And most definitely, what I see, it's amazing, man. It's amazing. And I just wish that everybody would look at that and then move forward, because it's something that you need to do. You can't stay stuck in one area. You got to be willing to push yourself to move on. And like I said earlier, you can't be a jack of all trades and become a master of none.
Thanks.
You can't do that. You got to be a master of at least one. And you saw the branches that you had, and you saw that main branch you needed to take. You took that road, and you went with it. So definitely, I applaud you. I wish you the best, and where you're going, and may you prosper further and further.
No, that's definitely the plan.
Like I said, your blueprint to the independent artist, yo. You do what it takes, you know what I'm saying, to move forward to different levels, you know what I'm saying? Like when you drop the EP, you drop 4 songs, and the titles are, you know what I'm saying, Ambition, Faith, and Mercy, you know, and effort, you know what I'm saying? Now come on, man, you know what I'm saying? Just simple letter, you know what I'm saying? Simple letters that have a whole lot of meaning to them, you know what I'm saying?
And that was the thing, with each one of those records. I really wanted to tap into like like I said, spiritual thing. So like to the Mercy record, like it's a gospel sample.
Yeah.
And you know, just attacking like everything that's going on in the world. You know, speaking about, you know, the Kanye stuff with Kim Kardashian and Donald Trump. Like I wanted to make sure I made it my business to tap on all those things, but at the same time, express to people, you know, one of the lyrics, like my daughter's starting to rhyme already. She my sequel. You know what I'm saying? My son wearing crowns already. He my sequel. So it's just like, just being more open, more transparent, and then, like I said, going in to the point where I'm speaking about different things that was going on in my life prior, whether it was, you know, the getting into, like I said, the legal situations and all that, but just breaking it down, like what I was going through, and then showing people like, I know this might not be the most popular route, because music heavy content. When we live in a world where a lot of people, you know, whether it's mumble rap, whether it's everybody going over the same type of trap beats, and you know, trying to be somebody else or something else. It's just like, man, I'm just trying to stand out and define myself and be me. And I think that's what's been pushing me and carrying me over, where I've been able to get like, you know, 100 shows the last 2 years. And a lot of times people ask me like, yo, how you get to that point? Like, how you getting booked for these shows? How you get people to, you know? And it's really, I ain't one of the guys who got a bunch of views, bunch of likes, bunch of comments, all that on social media. But I do know my music penetrate culture. I do know when I speak and when I get on that stage and when I get on that mic, I'm touching, you know, somebody's spirit, somebody's soul. So I might not get a bunch of likes, but I am that guy who, you know, somebody mama, sister, aunt, brother, they in the inbox like, yo, I felt that. You know, and once again, I've never been one of those guys who like felt the need to, like, if somebody tell me something publicly, I don't need to screenshot it. Like a lot of times people like get the message from somebody, they want to show everybody, like, oh, look what somebody said. Like I got so many situations where people express like, yo, man, you got on stage and told a story about your mama or what your grandmama went through as far as cancer and different things. It's like, man, they got a family member going through it. So it's a lot of times where I get on these stages as a stranger, and then come off their stage, and these people become family now because I opened up my life to them, and now they're giving me their story.
Because I know one time, yo, I think you had performed down at Depot, and somebody was like, "Oh, that's Kojo, yo," and like, you know what I'm saying, I was standing there taking pictures. It was the time when I took the pictures down at Depot. I think you was sick. You was sick that day.
And that's the craziest thing. We had just came from doing another show prior to that, like maybe up the street. And I looked at those pictures, and one of the pictures you captured me, and I'm like this. I had a headache out of this world, but I came there to do work, so I wanted to, you know, I'm here, I'm going to do it. And the DJ that night, I thought that was tight. Like, once again, I didn't know him personally, but he had heard of me. And he was just like, oh, that's Kojo. And then, you know, I've been seeing you on Instagram, you know, oh, this boy about to give y'all a show. So when that pressure, when that pressure put on, like, he better give y'all a show. So I had to eliminate the fact, I got a headache, but he know I'm here to do something. So now I gotta show and prove. Like, he didn't just pump me up. So now I gotta come with it.
And there was a couple other people in the crowd was saying like, he's like, yo, Shorty be going off and shit. Like, and I'm like, And every time I see you, you give 100%. Well, how many audience out there, it doesn't matter. Whatever, your show stays the same. You know what I'm saying? You do the same thing. I especially like the one where you do like the alter ego joint.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, you do an acapella. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and you act it out. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo,
out.
like you said, being you. That's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think everybody needs to realize, that we are unique. There's no one like us in the universe.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one thing, people see other people and try to mimic them when you are unique. You know what I'm saying? You got something to bring to the, universe that you just haven't tapped into yet. You know what I'm saying? That's for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Instead of trying to be like somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's already somebody else. That other person, but it's no one like you. Right. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I think people need to tap into their self, learn that self, you know what I'm saying? Learn that self-wealth and realize they got a lot to offer. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people have, different views about that self and all that. Nah, the one thing, you're a unique creature. Is one of a kind. And I think that's what people need to value that self more. And you had, like I say, I gotta keep saying that blueprint. You know what I'm saying? A blueprint, you know what I'm saying? Because I never seen no artist do the things that you do. You know what I'm saying? And like with this project too, you lyrical as hell on the project. You know what I'm saying? Through the project.
And that was one of the things I wanted to tap into, because people don't always feel like they should give you your props or give you your just due. And I feel like I gotta say I'm humble, because it's just like, if you're humble, you're humble.
Yeah. It's
one of those things where I ain't blind. We all got social media. Like we view what artists as a whole. Social media make the world small, so we can see what the biggest artists in the world is doing, and you can see what the smallest artists in the world is doing. It's just a click of a button. So when I look at things and I evaluate and I see like the moves that artists make, it's like, oh, that's tight, that's dope. Keep going. And then I see how like a lot of people get bigged up and they make like people make a big scene for some of the things that some artists do. And it's just like, man, we really picking and choosing out here who we choosing to salute. And it's just like, sometimes it's a popularity contest.
True.
And popularity contest was cool in high school. Like I ain't there with it no more. So it's just like, I know the music I make ain't the most popular music. I know
right now.
Right.
I put it like that right now. You know what I'm saying? Right now. Everything has, a time and, a place right now. You know what I'm saying? Because like we was talking like the mumble rap, you know what I'm saying? What's your definition?
Mumble rap is actually slang from, like, if you listen to it, most of it, the original mumble rap, a lot of people may not know, but actually Juvenile started that. Because a lot of us didn't or couldn't understand what he was saying at certain parts of songs. You feel what I'm saying? Thought it was just mumble or gibberish. You feel what I'm saying? So a lot of these entertainers are actually just country. Now, most of the dudes in our city that we consider mumble rappers, they just want some big head shit.
I think, like I say, man, people going along with the trend.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we always say that too.
People clout and wave chasing.
Yeah.
And like, I just don't believe, like, I'm an independent artist. And I'm an independent thinker as well.
It's a niche.
So it's
your own niche.
Yeah. But like we said with the trend, once the trend go out, you go out with the trend.
Very true. So it's just like, how you gonna come back if all you do is if you're a follower. And that was one of the first things my mama told me growing up. Like, don't be a follower, be a leader. So like I walk with that.
Yeah.
And I watch a lot of like Jay-Z interviews and stuff, and I remember he had said something like, the worst thing you could do is be successful as somebody else. Like that means you got to walk out the house every day and put this act on. And a lot of these, these artists nowadays, it's like, no, that's not who you are.
Yeah.
And once again, I don't follow them, because when I originally, started rapping and performing, like I used to jack, like, I think I told y'all this last time, I used to jack Shaquille O'Neal raps, right? Like,
what?
Yeah.
Don't tell nobody else.
No. Real life. So
food snicking.
No, real life. Hey, back when I was I'm talking like, you know,
Yeah,
7, 8 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay,
yeah, we talking real early. Oh, no. We talking real early, like elementary school. So.
You got passed.
So I was like, I listened to the Shaq CD, and I know wasn't nobody in my neighborhood not like listening to Shaq. So I would go out there, switch the word, they're like, oh, look, Kojo rapping. You know what I'm saying? But then when it got to a point where moving in the middle school, it's like, all right, like I got the hang of this rap thing, like you know, and when you start coming with your own bars, but that's what I say all that to say. I get when people chase the what's trendy because at one point in time, like I was trying to sound like Jada Kids sound like this rapper and that rapper, and I because everybody was listening to it. So right now, I think everybody like kind of find their way. But then there's some of these artists, you too old to still be trying to find your way. Yeah. As far as like, be you. Yeah. Like, don't look at the thing and be like, yo, I want to be the next this person, be the first you. So that's just where I'm at with it.
Sure. Do you think that's a cause of a short attention span?
Yeah. I would have never put out a 4-song project 5-6 years ago. But I understand now that like, yo, everybody is not taking the time to listen and digest all of this music. You know, it's artists out here putting out 10, 11 songs, and it's just like, we're not even listening to that. Yeah. But at this point, I don't want to let anybody else rush my process. I don't want to, like I said, I'm not going to conform because I'm watching everybody else do this sound. So I'm going to conform to do that sound. No, I'm going to continue doing me.
Somebody told me one time I got 30 mixtapes. I can't name one song. You know what I'm saying?
That's the truth.
You know what I'm saying? You got 30 mixtapes and I don't even never heard of nothing. You know what I'm saying?
And once again, I'm that guy. Like I got a bunch of mixtapes myself, but at the same time, when it get to a point where mine's of course spread out over years.
I ain't talking about 1 year.
But but if people trying to like, and that's the whole thing. It's like you got to make sure, not just putting out the music, but now it's like a promotional thing. Like how you gonna get yourself out there, how you gonna market it, and that's why I take pride in doing these shows and traveling, and going to all these different places, because it's just like a lot of times you don't get the support from the people who you know personally. You don't get support from your city, and some people do get the support, but it's just like I don't get caught up in it. I don't get caught up in the hype. It's like because those same people who on social media who gonna share and like and all that ain't gonna buy their ticket to come see you perform live. And if they not gonna support in that way, it's just like what are we talking about?
No, this is kind of crazy. Not to deter the subject. Let me ask you a question. Now I've heard you rap. I heard you talk. You over here, you may seem like you talk with clean vernacular, or you know what I mean. You're very eloquent with words. When you go to other places, do you find it as though I know you observe the crowd to see what their reaction is to your performance. When you search in the crowd, do you find it or sometimes do you think, are they looking at you like a mumble rapper, like they don't have a clue of what the fuck I'm talking about?
Yeah. One thing I do is like when I walk into a place and I see where I'm performing at, first thing I'm like, let me see how big this venue is. And then when I look at the people, I'm just like, I can see that they looking at it and gonna be like, if it's an older crowd, I'm like, man, I'm gonna really slow this down, like, cause I really do want, like, that's my main thing. I want people to catch everything I'm saying. I want them to hear every word. So I'm more like, it's what I'm saying, not how I'm saying it. I'll tell the DJ, hey, yo, turn the music down some, cause I really want what I'm saying to be heard. Yeah. So I do find myself looking at the crowd and saying, they came here for a rap show, or they came here because maybe it's like a showcase, or it's a mix between R&B. So I try to find a balance, a middle ground in a sense, to make sure I'm connecting with them. Even if I find like 2 people up at the front, I'm gonna look at you like, yo, I'm talking to you directly, because 9 times out of 10, it'd be a lot of other artists in the building, and I'm like, yo, this story that I'm about to share, like I know somebody in here and been through the same thing. So it's just like, let's connect like that. So yeah, I do gauge, look at the artist, and then look at the crowd, and then try to play off of the feeling that I get from the people in the tent.
Okay. Yeah, being up on that stage definitely you can look around at a couple of people, you can tell who really feeling it.
Right.
Just from their facial expression, they don't even know they're making faces. They're like, whoa, and that's the main one you focus on, and a couple other ones in there. And I mean, definitely, like I said, you the sharp in your craft. Your sword out and you cutting and slicing.
Man, I'm ready.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say it enough, man. I'm definitely proud of you. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're back, and I'm glad to sit down and talk to you again because you real sharp with yours.
Appreciate
you
you,
real
brother.
sharp with yours. Have you ever thought about working with other artists as far as taking them under your wing and showing them what you've been through and how to do things that way?
Well, that was another thing I addressed on the new project, on a song called Ambition. There was a time where I feel like I did myself, like as far as like especially as far as my city go, whereas though there was a lot of artists who I worked with. You know, I was a collective. I was in groups, and sometimes everybody don't want it the same way that you want it.
Yeah.
You know, and if we all headed for one common goal, it's just like cool. But sometimes like we all take different paths. So currently, I do look at it now and it's like I want to lead by example. So as far as any like up and coming artist, or even if you ain't up and coming, like I do want to be an idea. I want you to look at me and say, yo, I want to move like that. Not I want to be Kojo, but I want to move how Kojo move. Like he ain't sitting around waiting for no label. He ain't sitting around waiting for nobody to hand him something. Like he going out and get it. And even today, I got a young guy with me here in the studio, man, Lord Tony. Like basically, like I said, he a young cat. He from Alabama. You know what I'm saying? And you know, this wasn't. I hit you up and it's like, yo, yeah, let's do the interview because you know we going to the studio after this. But it was one of those things. Like, man, I did want him to see. Like, look at the process. You know, we 15.
Yeah.
But like, you know, he got some talent. So it's just like, just let him see the process. So as far as up and coming, or you know, do I want anybody to model? Like, yeah, certain people like that, I definitely try and keep around, bring around, and let them get a taste of how this works.
Even with grooming, do you see any competitiveness in it?
No.
Not yet.
Well, yeah, no, not yet. No, I definitely attack, you know, because I was brought up around like a lot of competitive dudes. Shout out to my man Pat Bruce. Shout out to Rico, Rolo, like a lot of the older cats in my city who was doing music, and even like my man Pete Gutter. All these dudes like I've been around and I watched. So it's you know, it's always that thing like, yo, I want you to come with your best, and I'm gonna come with my best, and like, yeah, let's as they say, still sharp and still.
So let me ask you a question. Do you believe that hip hop is a full contact sport?
Hip hop, yeah.
Okay.
A lot of stuff that's happening now ain't hip hop. But yeah. I definitely believe that hip hop.
Yeah.
You know, as y'all know, I've been on that stage with KRS-One, so it's just like he's one of the, you know, he's that guy.
Yeah.
And even at
he's a founding father.
Yeah.
That's my favorite rapper all the time. I don't think for me, and that's my opinion, I don't think nobody got there with y'all. It's just
he's special.
He's
like,
a teacher.
Yeah, it's like nobody got there. I don't care who out of all the years from when him, you know, when he first came out, Boogie Down Productions, on up, ain't nobody. That's just my opinion. Everybody with the big Tupac thing, no, that dude, you know what I'm saying? Just his vocabulary, his lyrics, and then he's teaching hip hop. Yeah, he was a part of that. You can't touch that. You know what I'm saying? That's an icon right there.
Yeah, I respect the fact he was on that beat DVD. He said, I don't care who it is, pop singer, rapper. He said, anybody in the top 10 at the end of the year, I got a diss track for them all. Yeah. Like just being that competitive.
Yeah, so he could just take it off his head. You know what I'm saying? Make it right there. But we're going to go in this track, Ambition, and we're going to come back with you. You know what I'm saying? Because we played your whole EP last week. For sure. You know what I'm saying? We played the whole thing last week. So we're gonna come in Ambition, then we're gonna come back with you.
Okay, yeah, this Ambition, y'all, produced by that boy Good, featuring Devon Daniel. Let's get it.
Ambition from a small hood, you ain't know. I'm talking with the 14 double O. Wanted fast money, but I had bubble flow. You know I kept weed in my bubble cup. Hand me down first down I got from KP. I tell it all myself, you can't play me. All but the bitches like the Diddy song. I used to try to put my whole city on. Never say to state, I mean I'm really on. Dream chasing, trying to get my meat Billy on. Before drinking, charged up and back to back. I was rapping mixtape back to back. A lot of dudes kick rap, but they lack back. Me and Boner had these white chicks back to back. At the bar, and we taking shots back to back. Hit the trap, making crack sales back to back. Hand to hand, moving grand as the young boy. This one for my OGs and my young boys. Ever been to a Kojo show? If they chuck around, go flow. You ever been to a Kojo show? If they jump, your go flow. You ever been to a Kojo show? If they backyard EU, go flow. You ever been to a Kojo show? If they what band, go flow. You ever been to a Kojo show? This that RENE, go flow. You ever been to a Kojo show? This that Salazar Gullet on the go flow. You ever been to a Kojo show? This that TCB, go flow.
I'm riding round with my windows up, my top down, I'm always in my cup. Jesus, take the wheel and say God we trust. We go ride around and let the city see us. With the top down, let the windows up. We go ride around and let the city see us. We go ride around and let the city see us. We go ride around until the city see us. I got my pieces on, and I have to play my favorite song. I'm gonna roll at the Kojo show. We gon' ride around until the whole city know. We gon' ride around until the whole city know. We gon' ride around until the whole city know.
Here we go again. Been losing my whole life, I'm going for the win. What did you, girl? I'm asking for a friend. I'm asking for myself if you give it out your help. I got that fire over here. Robin Hood, holler at the vibe over here. It ain't easy. I was going to trepidate just like Jesus. Shout out to my big bro Freaky, where I stand the word over 10 feet each man. Believe me, ice cream easy to make it get something where you better eat your weed. I'm from the era with the night game see me. Girls won't please me, love me, please me. Oh, I can't tell. She said she made the free one, blue can't tell. You ever been to a Kojo show? This the new impression over dog. Go. You ever been to a Kojo show? This the Project 360, go. You ever been to a Kojo show? This the high frequency band, go. You ever been to a Kojo show? This the occupation those boys, go.
I'm riding round with my windows up, my top down, I'm always in my cup. Jesus, take the wheel and say God we trust. We gon' ride around and let the city see us. With the top down, let the windows up. We gon' ride around and let the city see us. We gon' ride around and let the city see us. We gon' ride around until the city see us. I'm around with my windows up, my top down, I'm always in my cup. We gon' ride around. We gon' ride around. We gon' ride around. We gon' ride around until the city see us. Ride around with my windows up, my top down, I'm always in my cup. Jesus, take the wheel and say God. Around and let the city see us. With the top down, let the windows up. We gon' ride around and let the city see us. We gon' ride around and let the city see us. We gon' ride around until the city see us.
I love your music.
Ballin', I'm ballin' like whoa.
That's an amazing dog.
I got this joy all in my soul.
That's an amazing dog.
I grind and I grind to get up.
That's an amazing dog.
I shine every time like hey yo.
That's an amazing dog.
I'm ballin' like whoa.
That's an amazing dog.
I grind and I grind to get up.
That's an amazing dog.
I shine every time like hey yo.
That's an amazing dog. Don't it? That's an amazing dog.
I'm on it. Who on it? I'm all in. A bunch of people did me wrong and I did not forget.
I did not forget. I did not forget. I did not forget. Feeling down in my seat back. Really want I believe that. Oh man, you keep that. We be good, we don't need that. Been that, seen that. Papa do say no lean rap. It's a new day, so my new way is to get paid like this. I'm on top, I won't stop. I'm gon' pop like this. Yeah, Chris blooded on 6 nigga. It's about all no bitches. Look bad, watching your man clock. Man, 80s out in the kitchen. Ball on. Yes, they talk their own life. Been real on my whole life. Kojo, freeway. That's an amazing, don't it? That's an amazing, don't it? That's an amazing, don't it? What's up? That's an amazing, don't it? That's an amazing, don't it? Run the face, run the body, step in the light, the change it, don't it? That's an amazing, don't it? That's an amazing, don't it? Run the face, run the body, step in the light, the change it, don't it? Ball on. You never change it, don't it? No hype, if y'all only knew my whole life. I was running around like a low life. 14 block the full night. And like that's my road rice. I've been living my dope life. I've been living my dope life. I've been living my dope life. You hate me cause you ain't me. And you out here angry. Can't get breaking bills. Never let it change me. I could change That's an amazing dog. That's an amazing dog. What's up? What's up? That's an amazing dog. That's an amazing dog. That's an amazing dog. That's an amazing dog. Mommy raised no good. Wait, right, but on a late night, my hood became like food. I'm talking zombies and more time bees. I ain't lying. Who brought hard white, who wore brown souls, who wore palm trees and them kids. Little act right to get your act right. It's the dynasty and I'm chicken. Shaking all of these things, taking all of these bitches. That's an amazing dog. That's an amazing dog. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? That's an amazing dog. That's an amazing dog. Young face, young body, kept it 100 for change it, dog. That's an amazing dog. That's an amazing dog. Young face, young body, kept it 100 for change it, dog.
All that ain't up a club music.
That's an amazing dog.
I like what you said. Just something smart. Anybody else do like if you from down the south, like you down south, that's that spot. Anybody else outside that shit, you know what I'm saying? You New York going in. Right. You ain't chasing. Yeah, you just riding the wheel.
You ain't eating no crawfish.
Yo, we back. That was Kojo, Ambition, and we played Effort.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's that Ambition now.
I gotta get everything up. Got some added people in here. So
Is that Ambition, ain't it?
Huh? What you say?
I don't know.
This mic work.
Trying to follow the right.
This mic work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome back to the GGI Radio Show.
Yeah.
We got Jerome Sleeves, the man Rockbox here. And our special guest, Kojo.
Yeah.
Dropping them jewels on the mic for everybody.
That's the plan.
Definitely, we'd like to thank some of y'all that's been tuning in. You know what I'm saying? We see y'all, but this right here is a hot interview right here. And definitely, I think everybody should be listening because some of y'all rappers, them jewels he dropping, y'all need to take those things and hide them and put them away and research some of the stuff you're talking about.
And then apply it.
Right. Don't hide that shit.
I ain't got all the answers, but what I will say is anytime you get the opportunity to tell your story or share with a crowd or audience, man, please do so.
Yeah, most definitely.
So now moving on that, man, you brought a team out with you. You want to introduce them?
Yeah. Well, I got my homegirl, my partner. Everybody know we do a lot of shows together. And music together. Devon DeNeal, she also from Annapolis. And then I got the young boy, Lord Tony, he here. all the way from Alabama, man. So yeah, we here rocking.
Damn, if people trust you out here with Baltimore folks like that, that's
No, he
welcome out. Man, I got to meet you at the
did it
when
in
we
the day.
did it in the day, John. Man, yeah, they had the t-shirt. You had the t-shirt on.
The Kojo jump.
Yeah. I still ain't get one. I'm feeling some kind of
Oh man, we got one out sleeve.
right. Man, so little fella, man, you want to tell us a little bit about yourself and how you fit into this music thing, into the culture?
I get.
That's what that like.
Okay.
Let me know.
Pass around.
She took it.
No, I asked it to you,
Okay.
and then you flipped it with Shorty.
Because he was close to you.
All right, little Tony, tell us a little bit about yourself, bud.
Hold on, let me give you.
Go ahead, Kojo.
So basically, years ago, man, back when I was his age, like 15, 16 years old, man, I was part of a group. This guy from New York came to Annapolis, where I'm from, and he was just like, yo, I'm assembling a group, and I want you to be a part of it. And I did a lot of shows and traveling even back then. So along that road, we met another guy whose name is Tony.
Yeah.
And he was from Alabama, artist, and man, dope rapper. And we did a lot of music together, traveling and all that. And we always stayed in contact. Once again, from Alabama. So here we go. Years later, unfortunately, he was killed some time ago, and this is his son. So like, one of the things I wanted to make sure I did, as far as musically, because like I said, me and him connected through music.
Yeah.
And when he passed away, and then I found out his son did music, like I made it my business.
Yeah.
Like, yo, either you in this area, like we gonna link up, we gonna connect. So today we gonna do our first song together. Me and his pops got tons of music together. Rest in peace to him. But yeah, so that's how Tony, me and him got connected.
Yeah.
So like I said, through his pops. And so yeah, this is Lil Tony.
Hey, little Tony. No. How you doing, man? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the GGI radio show. Yo, shot.
Yeah, no. This is his first time. So we like I say, that's why I brought him along, kind of just grooming. You know what I mean? I want him to see how it works.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If there's something he really want to do, like from my standpoint, what I can do, I'm going to do.
Yeah. Welcome to the show, man. Man, you want to say hi to the people?
Yeah. What's up?
Yeah,
man. We got
it's on.
Yeah, it's on.
You're on YouTube, you're on Facebook, you're everywhere right now.
Right. And man, this show is not just heard in Baltimore, it's heard all over the world.
You know what I'm saying? Just look at this as a starter, y'all.
Yeah, that's
what I'm saying. This is a starting point. You know what I'm saying? For more to come.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, you be up Breakfast Club. You know what I'm saying? Sitting up there with my idol, Charlamagne the God. I don't give a fuck.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Another good book.
Yeah.
Never good.
Oh, I ain't read that.
Charlamagne book good too. I had it on audio.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Gucci Man good too.
Okay.
I ain't no front.
Man, I don't mean no harm, but some of these books you talking about, I'm gonna start checking them out. Man.
Yeah. Especially
start checking them out.
It's like autobiographies, just like people like. You know what I'm saying? Everybody should write a book. That's what I think. I'm gonna start writing mine. Real soon. Everybody should write a book. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody got a story to tell. Like I said, everybody's unique. Your story ain't like mine. Similarities. You know what I'm saying? Your story ain't like mine. Maybe similarities. You know what I'm saying? But y'all have some unique. Like I said, we always got something unique.
We all took a different road.
All right, Tony, we ain't get off on you though. You know what I'm saying? You on the phone,
be
you know what I'm
ready
saying?
at all times, buddy.
So what like really inspired you besides your dad to do music?
My mom and my brother.
Your mom.
They pushed me.
Yeah, it is.
That was the outlet when my dad got killed. I had to let it go some kind of way.
Okay. So you put it in your music.
Yeah.
What part of Alabama you from?
So, yeah.
South
County. Lowndes County. You heard that?
Huh?
Lowndes County. You heard that?
Lowndes County.
No.
Huh? Montgomery. Yeah. Everybody heard of Montgomery, Alabama. Oh, you from around there?
So you in the county out there, like it's one of the little sections.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hell's Angels going bad. Yeah. So how is growing up in Alabama? Because we from up We don't know nothing about that.
We don't know nothing about Alabama.
Tell us a little bit about that. What's going on down there?
It's just a warm neighborhood. Like I live in country. It's just go outside, come back in out. That's all. I try to find ways to like to do something other people. Like I don't like being like anybody else. I want to be myself.
What's up? That's what's up. So how the music scene down? You in the music scene down? The music. Y'all have other artists like in the town? You know what I'm saying? Do y'all? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my dad a friend.
Okay.
In a group called MOS.
Okay.
So you've already had the opportunity to participate or just be in the atmosphere of other artists already.
Yeah.
Have you ever had the opportunity to perform or anything such like that?
Yeah.
So tell me about that. Tell us about that.
The performance?
Yeah. When you performed, how it was, how you felt about it.
It was all right. I was scared at first.
Yeah.
Very scared. And I just pictured everybody to my family. Then I just went hard.
Okay. Okay.
You ain't do an Eminem, a rabbit, did you? You didn't throw up? Yo, for real, yo, I thought that shit was fake until when we did a show. We did a show and one of the guys that was in our group, he did a rabbit. The fuck up. Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? I thought it was fake. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, it ain't like that. This nigga also down Taste Lounge at a Cuddy show. You know what I mean?
And shout out to yo who did the rabbit, man, because when he came back after he threw up,
he was
on fire.
Okay.
That was your first show. That was his first show. Yeah, y'all did a rabbit. I'm like, what? So you're behind there.
The nerves, man. You use your nerves as a positive energy. If you're not nervous before you go out there, there's something wrong with you.
I'm like that. I'm not like that for every show.
Every show. It don't sound like it.
I know.
Just go in.
Because I'm one of those people. Once I see somebody else go, then I get like motivated to go. But like when I'm leading off a show, like man, before I step on the stage, like I still get butterflies every single show. I don't care how many people out there. Same thing.
Do you take it like the punch thing, like they say in a fight? You're really not in a fight until, you don't even, you know what I mean, all the way in it until you get punched, and then you like, oh, it's on my lick.
Oh yeah. Of course, that's why I say I kind of take pride in watching other people go on first, because it's like, oh, they out there, it's motivating, it's inspiring. I don't care, who the artist is. If I see you go and they go that competitive thing, like, oh, that's what you did. Oh, I can't wait to get on it.
I lick that.
Man, I'm saying I done seen you at some shows, and it's like it really didn't become a show until after you perform.
Thank you.
Seriously, I'm like, yo, what the fuck is they doing? You know what I'm saying? For real, I'm saying, look, I'm just being for real. Some of the stage presence that some of these artists have, man, come on, yo, you need to go in the mirror like back in the day when you thought you was New Edition or NSYNC or something. Yeah, man, that's what they need to do. You know what I'm saying? Practice.
Practice.
You know what I'm saying? You come on stage, grab your shit, and jumping around, and ain't no show with me.
I'm telling you, I'm be mad if you don't do a two-step, a slide or something, man. You got to entertain me.
Incorporate something. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, when you do the alter ego thing, I've never seen nobody do this. You know what I'm saying? And it's about yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's one of those things I kind of built up today, because once again, T.I. fame. So back when he did the T.I. versus T.I.P., it's like, oh, that's a dope way to, express. There was this part of me, and then I've grown into this other part of me, and every day I still battle with, those feelings and those things as far as like being an artist, and how you say, do you lose like an audience, or you lose people? And, some people who rather see, the negative side. Like I say, the guy who still in the streets, the guy who still, play the block. But at this point, I'm grown. You know what I'm saying? I got kids. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I can't be the same, person that I once was. And once again, it's all about growth and evolving. Yeah, that's why I feel like I'm mad with it. But when I do that alter ego thing, it's just like that fight of, this Kojo, this Hot Flow, they, have those differences. Yeah. Where it's like Hot Flow, never in a million years did I think like I was gonna take music seriously, because I was in the street. You know what I'm saying? But it comes a time where you get at that crossroad, and like I always say, mine definitely happened. In that courtroom, and seeing my mama cry. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, yo, this ain't who she raised me to be. So yeah, so that's why I'm going 1,000% hard with this music, man. Biggie said his mother smiled every time his face was up in the source. You know what I'm saying? So that's my whole thing. Like, there was a point in time where I took some of the things that I'd done as a youngin, growing up, and I watched how like it affected my mama and how people was like, "Dad, your son, in a paper for this negative thing." So like right now, like I'm living every day to kind of like erase those thoughts and like just give her things to smile and be happy about. So that's why I go so hard with this music, man, for my mom.
But all them things is made you who you are today.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? It's a part of it. Because I think about sometimes too, like, damn, if I could go back and change this or do this, and then I'm like, nah, then I wouldn't be where the fuck I'm at now. I might be some other place.
Oh, no,
I might be totally fucked up individual.
Oh, no, I definitely.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I listened to this motivated speaking and he was talking about there's no such thing as good and bad situations. Everything is learning. You know what I'm saying? It's life. You know what I'm saying? So, you might think it's a bad situation, but that bad situation might give you the growth and the necessary thing for you to, you know what I'm saying, to go on with your life, you know what I'm saying, or go to a next level in your life. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta get beat up to realize, you know what I'm saying, how shit is and everything, you know what I'm saying? So, because I did a whole lot of stupid ass shit. I still be thinking about it. Like, damn, what the fuck I was thinking about? You know what I'm saying? It's like that frame of mind, like what you were saying about when you was in courtroom. Now you think back, like, damn, what kind of frame of mind was I thinking? You know what I'm saying? Actually thinking about, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, you can compare them two to today, and it's like totally different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you had to go through that first.
True story.
You know what I'm saying? Had to go through that first.
I actually think by going through those things, you had something to drink. You had hard skills to transition over to, you feel what I'm saying, present day time. You feel what I'm saying? Like by you being in that atmosphere, you adopted a story to tell.
True story.
And now with having that story, and you had the attention span to look back at it like, dang, you feel what I'm saying? You can continuously build and evolve off of into, you feel what I'm saying, the man that you want to be or the man that you are. You know what I mean? And doing that, it goes back to those children. Now I have a painted portrait, not just a picture. I got out a magazine and say don't or do, and this is why. I can explain. You actually had the insight to explain it, to show them, and to show that all of it. Because one of my big things that I hate hearing, and this guy can say it, people saying that felonies hold you back. That's a motherfucking lie.
You hold yourself back.
Yeah. Because having felonies, I done went up to making 17, 20 an hour. You feel what I'm saying? Being a supervisor on the job, standing right next to him, like, I can't
getting on
that.
my goddamn nerves.
And at the same time, he motivated.
Oh my God, yo, he was like top flight security, yo.
Yeah.
You seen Michael Epps? Yo, he was like, but he did his job though. He was like top flight security. He ain't give a fuck. We ride in the car every day. Yo, you need to do this, yo.
Listen to him talking about I saying that. He like, yo, you should take the position, yo. You can do that, yo. But the whole time, I'm a convicted fella. You feel what I'm saying? Had the SWAT team in the house, but at the same time, when you can look back, when you can sit and you can look back and say that, and then you get the opportunity to say, hey, you realize like, dang, this need to be talked about, discussed, or politicking. But you actually have the canvas to do that. So that's one of those things like, whereas though I can say I envy you, but then I do have a sideways though I say I don't. Because now you know you have the responsibility of others at your hand.
Oh no, definitely, man. Just when you're doing this music thing, especially in the space I'm trying to do it in, you on a spot where you do have a platform to use your voice. Just recently we had performed at a spot called Stage AE in Pittsburgh, and it's like right next to Heinz Field, where the Steelers play. So it's like a bunch of kids out there, and just recently a young man was killed. It was all in the news, named Antoine Rose. Out in Pittsburgh was killed by a police officer. So it's just like I knew we always out there to have a good time. So it's like one of those things where we blended like a good party mix records but then at the same time, like at the end of that, to look at it as a responsibility to say, well, I'm also gonna be on the stage and I'm gonna use my voice, to scream out rest in peace to him. They got an artist by the name of Jimmy Wapo who also was killed out there. Anybody seen the BT Awards? Meek Mill had the boy Jimmy Wapo on the back of his hoodie.
He died that same week.
The XX, right. Yeah. So it's just like one of those things where when you in a position, Spider-Man, with great power comes great responsibility. And just knowing that with my responsibility, I feel like to the culture, to myself, and to everybody who can hear my voice, I want to try to leave an impression on them, positive one.
That's how I look at it. I want to leave a legacy, not memory. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's the whole thing. And like I want to talk about this, like for when people talk about haters and all that. The biggest hater is your fucking mind. Yeah. Your mind and shit. You know what I'm saying? Your mind can talk you out of shit. Can have you in the shit. You know what I'm saying? If you let it.
And that's what,
you know what I'm saying?
That was what the fast was about.
Like, you know what I'm saying? If you let it. You know what I'm saying? What they say, something, don't let your mind overhear your thoughts. I mean, I heard that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because my mind had played tricks on me a whole lot. Had me doing shit. Like, yo, you can do it. You can do it. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, breaking that win. You know what I'm saying? Do that shit. And then I'm locked up. And I'm like, yo, you should have did that. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? So that's a whole lot of things, people gotta realize too, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's like knowing yourself. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like knowing yourself.
You definitely don't want to live your life with regrets. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You live your life with regrets, you always looking behind you, saying what I should have, could have done. If you would just did it in the first place, you wouldn't have to worry about it.
Yeah. I mean, that's like I said, it's a tough situation to spot to be in. For me, I feel like you put yourself, especially when you put yourself in the public eye, you allow yourself to be judged. Yeah. So whether it's via social media, whether it's walking out the house, like people look at you a certain type of way. Yep. So that's why like you say you like Charlemagne. Like I agree with when he say live your truth so nobody can use it against you. Yeah. And that's one of the things like I try to pride myself on, especially with the music and just how I carry myself. Like people take the opportunity to like shoot you down or bash you, and a lot of times me and Devon, we be talking and she was like how people look at it like, oh, you still doing that music thing, you still trying to
I heard that.
But me and her joke about it, and she told me like a lot of times like look at the people who go to the same job that they've been working for the last 20-30 years. You can't say to them, are you still working at job thing? Like, and it puts you in a better situation than what at least I'm going after something I love, and like you working for somebody else's dream.
So man, that's and I gotta go to work today. Make me call the fuck out. But that's the way I think the whole time, and I be telling everybody, man, I'm like, yo, especially when somebody get, yo, you should do this. Man, that's this white man shit. You not to be, with that racist shit, but a white man do own the motherfucker. Right. You know what I'm saying? He never been in there. I done spent more time in there in the 3 years I've been working at than he ever came in. You know what I'm saying? And it's to make him money. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And people go hard for that. I be on my phone. I know sometimes you be saying me, I be online and shit. I be at work on my damn phone. You know what I'm saying? They like, Jerome, get out the phone, the bread. Fuck that bread. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to live my dream. Seriously, yo, I swear to God, yo, I hate this fucking job, yo. I hate this damn job. Because,
that's why I'm a big fan of, like a lot of people don't like his ways and how he curves, but that's why I'm such a big fan of Dame Dash. I just feel
that's another one, yo. You
just talked about him last week.
Yo.
You may tell you the actual only problem that
tell
people
have with him. Let me tell you this real quick.
It's the belief that he has in himself, and it comes off as arrogant when in all actuality is understanding itself.
The delivery in it, but at the same time, it's like, yo, he said my grandfather died, and at least he knows when he passes away. Well, he was, I think he was on his deathbed. He was like, he could look at me and he could look at my son and realize, like, yo, at least that name gonna live on. How you was talking about legacy. Yeah. So it's just like to create that type of independence and freedom for like who don't want that for their family.
Yeah.
And I just like simply like look at that and I'm like, dang, like he's able to say like, yo, my son will never have to work for another person. So the same issues that we battle and that we're going through, his kids will never have to feel that because he said, don't call me a mogul. I'm a tycoon. Like these other dudes are moguls. That's what they do. Like, no, I'm doing something completely different. So once again, and me personally, I'm an extremist. So I like that type of talk. I like that type of energy that somebody put out. And once again, it's not always easy to digest, especially if
it's the truth though. The truth ain't always easy to digest. Everybody possesses that though. Like you said, if everybody would think that
in their own type of way though.
Yeah,
like
everybody
so everybody
possesses it.
everybody got it. But like I said, it's all in how you do it.
I like the quote that Jay-Z said too, was like, live the American dream with vengeance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
Refuse to live dormant.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
That's, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Live this world with vengeance. You know what I'm saying? The American dream, yo, it's no other country like this. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker can come up selling bottled waters. You know what I'm saying? So you can come up on, you know what I'm saying, anything. So when a person doesn't put no effort in and nothing and is like, oh, woe is me, you there because you want to be there.
No,
you know what I'm saying? Like what Kanye was saying that shit about the slavery thing, it's a choice. It's a choice to be
true.
It's a choice.
So let me tell y'all something that's crazy. Everybody watched that Black Panther movie, right? That dude, what his name is, Killmonger. And he was saying he'd rather die in the ocean than like his ancestors. How can they be your ancestors if they jump from a ship? They don't have no descendants. So you actually have to make your own dynasty or let somebody decide it for you. And we all see how that works out.
And that's when, like I said, yo, to be a revolutionary, like really like step out on like that type of faith. It takes a lot. And that's why I say like a lot of things like I look at my pops, you know what I'm saying? We never had the best relationship, you know, when I was growing up. But like me looking back at certain things he did now, like I realized like, wow, like yo did some stand-up stuff. Like a lot of stand-up things that like in my eyes as a kid, like I ain't understand. I'm like, yo, you ain't teach me how to fight. You ain't teach me how to ride a bike. You know, basketball. Like where were you at? You know, that used to be my whole thing. But then looking at it now, it's like the legacy that he has, you know, created, you know, just off of like, you know, this guy interviewed Rosa Parks. You know what I'm saying? Like Jesse Jackson, like he really got like some stand-up things that's like, yo, which kind of set the bar at this point for me on just like the leadership position. Yeah. So like he could have been, you know, more active or whatever, but in that, if he had been, you know, would have but like all the things that he felt like he was destined to do. So like right now I'm in that same like fight, because it's just like instead of being here or at these shows or in the studio and all these things I'm doing, I could be spending time with my family, you know what I mean? My son, my daughter, all of that. But if I, you know, decide to just do that and be like, yo, greatest film in the world, it's like, but then what happens when they get older, and it's like time for the real world, but I ain't prepared them for it. All I did was, you know, spoiled or, you know, spent time. It's just like no legacy there. And I just watched it happen so many times with like close associates of mine, different things like that. So I'm just looking to do something different. That's all.
You just made
that's what's up.
Cool.
I'm glad this father did. My father, all he did was put a light on a scooter and drive around. That's all. I'm just glad he busted that nut.
Maybe I should go in the house and just hurt Taylor feelings like once or twice every week to let her know, yeah, get hard out here.
Yo, you a trip, but I feel you with that though. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta, you know what I'm saying, look at stuff in different ways. You know what I'm saying? You know, because I look at it like this too, like talking on my father. Maybe if he was in my life, my shit might have been totally really fucked up. By him not being in there, made me a better father than my kids. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that was the whole purpose with that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm in my kid's life and That's what I instill in my kids. You tell them, oh, he want to work. No, you need to own that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because my parents, they didn't teach me that. My mother didn't. You know what I'm saying? We was from that working class, man. Get a good job, get your education, and get your family right, picket fence, shit like that. And never like own something. You know, go out there and own, buy the business. You know what I'm saying? Nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? I totally got one of that as I got older. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I gotta have something. I gotta leave my son something because his ass gonna get fired. He ain't gonna work nowhere. I swear to God, he gotta have his own shit.
He gotta be his own.
He gotta have his own. Yeah, he gotta have his own shit because he gonna get fired. You know what I'm saying? Straight like that because he gonna want. You know. But that's my whole thing, man. Is to leave my kids something. You know what I'm saying? And my dream is this radio thing. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna be pissed when my son end up my supervisor and fall me.
Who?
My son, he a fall big.
Who? Your son?
My son? Yeah, he ain't shit.
Nah, come on, man. Sean, man, Sean like you.
That's
why y'all don't get along. You know what I mean? He just like you. That's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's like you.
Shout out to my kids. I love them all. I tell you. My son won't find me. He'll help me before he finds me. Hey, Dad, why don't you do it this way? Because they talking about finding you.
I don't really want to do this to you, so
I don't care if I'm doing it wrong. I'm gonna fall my ass. I mean, that's the way you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially business. You know what I'm saying? Make decisions, and if it help the business, yeah, it can be. Keep it moving. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the, like I said, that's the key to making this whole thing. Like, yo, we can't keep, just continue to, like I say, build somebody else stuff up. Like you said, you've been in there more time than
the owner. You know what I'm saying?
But like your hard work and the labor you putting in is financing like his kids' private school or paying for their cars and houses or whatever. So yeah, man, that's
you already know the Packarackies, the ones that got all that stuff downtown and everything built it. That's who own it. You know what I'm saying? We in there like some daggone Chinese sweatshop making bread. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know that much bread is being ate. You know what I'm saying? Swear to God, it's 24 bays in there. 24 bays, trucks going in and out every day. You know what I'm saying? 24 bays, 72 stacks of bread on there. 72 stacks, which is 10 on each truck. You know what I'm saying? On the truck every day. They said the truck.
We gotta get out. Once again, man, let's get to this. Like, we gotta get out of there.
Truck value was like about $35,000-$40,000 a truck worth of bread. Now that's the math with that shit. Yeah. 24 bays.
That's why we got to build up the GGI radio show.
Yeah,
we
man.
got to build up independent artists. We got to build up the city, the state, the entire DMV. And once again, I want to continue to thank y'all for always giving me a platform to come.
Man, you already know it's like you're a unique artist. Like I said, I keep on saying that the blueprint of an independent artist. You know, you's a humble dude. You know what I'm saying? And your performance, it speaks for itself. Straight like that. There ain't too many people we play a lot or talk about, you know what I'm saying, on the show, but you. When your name come out, Kojo, I first introduced you to him.
Yeah.
He like, yo, that dude,
I was like, hey, he's different from everybody else.
You know what I'm saying? Then when man Sleeves came down there, you know what I'm saying? Because we already knew Dirt Road and you know what I'm saying? We know Dirt Road, Let's Go and all. You know what I'm saying? We know that, you know what I'm saying? Because the first time we really met you was when you came up here,
Cypher.
Yep, with the Cypher, the Annapolis with Dirt Road. You know what I'm saying? But we probably crossed each other because we was going down Annapolis and shit. Me and Eagle and him. We went down Annapolis shows a couple times with Dirt Road and all that.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So we might whiskey wheel, ain't it whiskey wheel? Whiskey
sauce? It's just the whiskey.
Oh, the whiskey, yeah, that shit was alright though.
Sound like y'all got cowboy boots, cowboy hat.
I know it was alright. They said they closed that shit down.
Wow. Yeah, it's a Taco Bell now.
What?
Yeah, they turned it into a Taco Bell, and that's the reason why, like I say, man, trying to make it out of the city, Annapolis, try to make it out of the area, because like Annapolis, once again, it's predominantly a white town, so they don't like hip hop a big deal in the city. So like that was one of the things that they prided themselves, or we prided ourselves on, having the whiskey and being as though like they shut it down, mainly because the owner was allowing artists, black, to come in, perform, and they don't want us to have nothing like that, especially in the influential area like that.
Where did I meet y'all at that time? It was downtown.
Art Forum.
Yeah, and it was they had a bomb threat.
Yeah.
Somebody had a suitcase or something up there, and that's downtown
Yeah,
Annapolis.
that's downtown.
Yo, you can feel the slaves coming through there, yo. I swear to God, yo, it's just the atmosphere and everything down there. You can just tell that this was like one of them colonial, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Yo,
no, that's definitely the space. In that particular area, that was where the last, like literally where we were, the area we was in.
Mm-hmm.
That was like the last place where a black man was hung. Like in that area.
Yo, I'm telling you, yo, you can feel. See, I was just saying that though, you know what I'm saying? But you can feel it, you know what I'm saying? Coming down there, you can feel like, yo, look, like this shit is like just the vibe, you know what I'm saying, that you get around there, yo, the look, and I'm
And
like,
the guy literally, like me and him got the last guy who was hung in Annapolis, like literally got me and him got the same last name. His last name is, you know, same thing as mine. So like, and then the day before he was hung, there was a anonymous letter written from DC and sent, and you know, basically he was hung because they were saying he raped a white woman, but they received a letter from somebody saying, you know, he wasn't the one who did it. He, you know, and the person confessed in the letter saying it was, you know, them. But they still went on and hung this man. So
he's a nigger.
Because one of those things is just like, yo, somebody got to pay. So you was 1,000% on the mark with the vibe of
and I'm saying though, like you just had that feeling when like stuff like that took place in areas. Because I went to Delaware, right? I think I went to Wilmington, Delaware, and it was a festival in the park, and I felt like that too. You know what I'm saying? I had that feeling, and kind of find out that was where Harriet Tubman ran the Underground Railroad through that part of town and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that was one of her like trails. You know what I'm saying? Going through there, you could just feel the energy. The aura. You know what I'm saying? The aura. You could just feel the energy, and that's why I said that, yo. Because,
Waving the slaves towards my
but yeah, yo, you can just feel it. You know what I'm saying?
Energy thing real. I don't know if any of y'all see, like on the Hot 97 new interview, Big G from Backyard Band was there, and he was talking about how he just recently did some shows in Africa, and he was like, man, they took me to this castle where, you know, this cave where they kept slaves and where they shipped them out at, and the same part of Ghana he was in. Like I had spent some time there as well. Back when I was 16, I had went to Africa, and I actually got some footage of that too that I'm gonna be posting. But like I did a performance over there, and yeah. So like, and the fact that we were in the same cave that he was talking about. So the fact and my brother always say like, man, being in that cave, I felt the energy of like the slaves and ancestors and all that.
Heaviness, man.
Yo, it's real though.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Real.
And for real, yo, when I went down there, when I came down that time, I'm telling you, I felt like that. You know what I'm saying?
And y'all,
swear to God, yo, when you go down there and watch, you'll see.
It's all the everybody listening, man, and tuning in. And this invite to y'all as well, man. On July 28th, we got an event down in the net. This is a free festival. We're gonna be performing, me and Devon. It's gonna be a band and my son. He gonna be on the show. So
Mike the rep.
Yeah.
My son.
Yeah, my son. So he gonna be one of the artists performing on the show. So July 28th, Saturday, July 28th. If y'all free, man, make sure y'all.
At what time?
Y'all come down.
You said July 28th?
Yep, July 28th.
Oh, that's when I start my vacation.
It's from 10 to
that's countdown. Yeah.
From 10 to 7.
Yeah. I'm seeing man, wifey riding out.
Yep, gonna be an all day event.
Oh no, we do the show Saturday.
We might have to pre-plan.
It's
10 to 7. 10 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Oh,
yeah, man.
Yeah, we might have to pre-record this,
John. Show y'all should come on down.
Yeah,
man.
we all just go down there, sleep. We come get you. We might just broadcast.
I mean,
let's do it.
I try to do that.
Let's do it.
Why not?
Yeah, we might
can
try
set
to
it
do
up. We can make that
We live interviews right there with the people.
All right, bet. We can do
July
that.
28th. So exactly, exactly 2 weeks from now.
Yeah, and that's my vacation. I counted down. I got it in my locker. Just crossing that shit out because my last day, my man, fuck y'all for 7 days. I'm gone. I'm through that. Yo, I need that. I need it. Cause see, what the thing is about like I need the job, right? Because it's paying bills and everything, right?
Gotcha.
But it's like seem like it's stopping my dreams, stopping me from really progressing, doing stuff because it's absorbed so much of my time. I work 6 days a week. I be like averaging like 65 hours a week sometimes, you know what I'm saying? And it's like taken away from what I like to do, like the shows and everything. Because you know, man, this guy, we be everywhere.
No,
We be everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I'm not back in touch with like doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I be tired and it's just I don't know. It seems like it's like a dream killer.
Yeah,
like that.
It's draining for you
Mhm.
because
No, a dream killer.
no, a dream killer, but it's draining you too.
It's a
draining,
dream killer.
It's draining your energy because by the end of the week,
No,
you're
it's a dream killer.
That's what
All
I
that
said.
shit consists of that kill. You know what I'm saying? Draining is like slowly. No, it's kill. Kill. Straight like that,
So
Bob.
it's just the cord.
It's just a killer. I feel you draining, but it's a killer. It just killed my whole fucking. But it's not though, because like brothers like you know what I'm saying? You, all y'all, that's what keep me going. You know what I'm saying? Like after these shows, get energized. Man, I look back on them, see the views, see the people. You know what I'm saying? Corresponding to them and everything. You know what I'm saying? And then these two brothers dedicated. You know what I'm saying? We ain't making no money. You know what I'm saying? But they show up every Saturday. You know what I'm saying? With their A game.
Some of these shows,
and it's appreciated, man. Once again, I tell you all the time, like as far as for independent artists, the way you put on, the way you show love, there ain't a lot of people out here who do that. So once again, me being somebody who on the ground, on the come up, I definitely appreciate all the love and support that I get from GGI Radio and everything y'all do. When you come out, take photos, all that's love, man.
Yeah, I took some good photos of you. I ain't lying. Like shit. Yeah, real. Somebody look back, I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, the Joe Button show, man. We got.
Oh, that's yeah. Yep. That was the first time you was there, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mom Joe Button's ass wouldn't come out.
Scary ass.
Yeah, that dude was mugging them and shit the whole time.
Before I come out, I want y'all
Nah,
to
this dude was mugging the shit out of him, just standing there. Looked like he was peeled up or something. Yeah, I mean, Joe Button, I said nothing slick.
Press his button.
Oh yeah. Well, let's talk to
Devon.
Because she be. Oh, did I turn you on? Is it on?
No,
yeah,
it's on. Cause you be laid back. I ain't lying. I should like about 5 words out to you. All together, I had seen you like about 20 times. Like 5 words.
He talks so much, y'all. The conversation. I don't interrupt.
Okay. Well, let's talk a little about your history. How y'all hook up?
I met Kojo in church, I believe, right?
Whoa, that's what's up.
I played the piano a little bit, so I was playing at his home church for one of the youth choirs.
Okay.
And I was singing, and he came to me there.
Okay, that's what's up. Because y'all, I say y'all like the perfect thing. Yo. I swear to God, y'all. When y'all do Lost My Mind 1,000 times, that's my shit right there. Man, that's my shit right there. I swear to God. I had the CD in my car. I played that bitch for a whole month. About getting in there and that motherfucker rocking, yo. But that song right there, I love that song. And it's like every time y'all perform, yo, it's like magical. And then ain't nobody doing it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody can try to mimic it, but ain't nobody got the chemistry like y'all two. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got some chemistry on that. So how you got your start? Like I want to think in church.
Yeah. Okay. It's kind of like the cookie cutter R&B singer start. It was church, and I'm also a twin. So I have a twin brother, and we came up singing together, and me, him, and my little cousin in a group. But I was always, I'm super chill. Yeah. I was never like in the forefront, so it wasn't until college. College is the place where you can really break out of any shell and kind of start fresh. So it was there where I first performed on my own, where I first fell in love with live instrumentation. So it's like I always played with a band. So it was there, and then it just evolved in my own thing. So once I started there, that's my first time in the studio, first time recording my own songs, first time taking a stab at writing songs, which I was completely terrified of in the beginning. So I had a group of creatives who would help me. I would talk to, and we figured it out on the writing end. So it was college when I first became an artist.
Okay. So with being that you have a home with instruments, and now this is microwave age, you don't even have to have an instrument. All you need is a board or a keyboard, and you can make a song. Which do you like? Which do you prefer? Instruments or
Well, on the live performance end, I definitely prefer live instrumentation, but I also enjoy the translation and the recreation process from being in the studio with and recording the beat that I got from a producer, and then taking the song to the band and having them kind of bring it to life in a different way. So I do like the contrast in between both.
Okay. So obviously you do a lot of performing. You hang out with this guy. Tell me about one of your most memorable performances. Or like one of the places that you like to perform at. You feel what I'm saying? Like which venue?
Well, I guess one of the most memorable would be when I did a live recording with my band, and he performed. A guy in my band, he performed. So that we packed out. It's a place called Metropolitan in Annapolis. I don't know if y'all ever been, but we packed out the house. It was, I think, to the capacity. So that was a good time.
Okay.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Metropolitan is one of the only, other than the Art Farm place, and it's kind of powered by the same group of people. One of the only places we have to really.
That's great. Justin still doing the shows?
Yeah, Justin.
Yeah, Justin. Yeah, that's what's up. Hey, you got a project coming out?
Well, right now I'm really working on building up my visual presence online. So I'm kind of working on building treatments and stuff for my project Verses that dropped the same time as Did It in a Day. So I'm still just pushing that really. And we just did a video for a song we had called Love Me Right from the Verses project. So that's out on YouTube and Facebook and all.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna watch that. Right. Probably watch that at my job. Watch that at my job.
Yeah, give you something to help pass the time.
Yeah, hell yeah. Because I'll be walking around listening to music and people be calling me and shit. Because I got these headphone things, right? But they Bluetooth. Don't nobody know that shit. Well, they probably know now and they see this shit. But I'll be walking around listening to shit. People be calling me and shit. Like, Jerome, you hear me? Nah, yo. You know, I got a hand problem. I passed out of head test, yo. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what I've been on here lately. Just now, it just made me think about, like, I got a list in my YouTube. Most of them is independent artists, but I got some mainstream artists. I like love hip hop songs, yo. That's been my shit here lately.
Like what?
Like it's a bunch of them, but just hip hop songs. I can't name them. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know the names of people's songs.
Like our video then.
That's why what I was just thinking. Like, damn, I'm on that. Like man made relationship songs and hip hop and stuff like that. Yeah, that's what I've been on for the past week. That and that little kid, Hugger Son.
Oh yeah.
I've been on that song real heavy this week. Yeah. Okay. So I've been finding a lot of little joints to keep me going.
I listen to a lot of music too all day long.
So right now, who you listening to?
Right now, I'm Hov, so I listen to a lot of Jay-Z. That's like my get through.
You find out he got that concert in his headset.
Yeah, definitely. What else? J. Cole, Pusha T.
Yeah, that was.
I've been checking Drake album.
Yeah, I listened to one. I ain't listened to the album.
Yeah, no, I wasn't. Yeah, it's cool.
I don't think nobody made it over that far.
I ain't listened to the album yet.
No, I mean, I got through like both sides, but like I said, just for me, with Pete, I'm more like I said, Hov and like Jeezy.
Okay.
What about you?
I listen to a lot of R&B and soul music. It's a band out of New Orleans that I enjoy called Taking the Bangers. Taking the Bangers.
Yeah, Taking the Bangers.
The artist, her.
Yeah.
She is really dope.
Okay.
She was actually in concert with Chris Brown the other night, and I went with a group of friends for a birthday celebration, but by the time we got there, she had just wrapped up her set. I was so mad.
Hey.
But yeah.
The Jill Scott thing?
No, that was in Baltimore, right? Jill Scott was in Baltimore. Chris Brown was at Jiffy Lube Live. in Virginia.
Toby.
Toby Nwingate or something like that.
I heard of him. Yeah.
I ain't know.
He's different.
You get a chance. This thing called Tiny Desk. Check out Tank and the Bangers.
Please.
They are different, totally different.
Yeah, real animated, but
I like that.
She got that little Jill Scott feel.
Yeah. It's real bubbly and light, but the content is there. And that's what I like as far as singers, like not the plain Jane stuff.
Who's your all-time favorite singer?
I don't think I have one.
You don't have one?
No. Erykah Badu. Brandy, Jasmine Sullivan, Tweet.
Okay. Old school. Stuff on the old school.
Old school, Anita Baker.
Okay. Yeah.
Toni Braxton. She's not old school.
Yeah, but
branch off her. She got the Anita Baker feel.
Strong, mellow voices.
Right.
I tell you, mine is Phyllis Hyman.
Yeah.
I always like Phyllis Hyman. It's like she died before before she could really put something out there. It's just her whole charisma. You know what I'm saying?
All the way throwback, the Elephants.
Gerald
and Billie Holiday. I enjoy those.
Yeah, performers. You know what I'm saying? People that really took that craft serious. You know what I'm saying? And that's the whole thing. Like, if you want to be an entertainer, take it serious. You know what I'm saying? Be well-rounded on all ends.
That's
you know what I'm saying? All ends. You know what I'm saying? And like what you're saying, the reading, and if you gonna get into something, research it. You know what I'm saying? Read it, man, because some people went through some shit that could save you. You know what I'm saying? From going through the same thing. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's what I do. And like you said, the main people that you had named, Hov and Damon Dash, been the most influential people within this whole month that I've been searching and like really listening to what they saying and shit. Like, yo, damn, they on some other shit. You know what I'm saying?
And they consistent with talking some serious shit.
You know, about success. You know what I'm saying? It's about success.
That's what they say, man. Reading and running. It's like the two biggest things like you could do. They say reading because it ain't nothing in this world that somebody ain't gone through yet and they wrote about it, so you could take advantage.
Yeah.
You know, take advantage of it. And then running, because you know how when you on a treadmill or you just running, you get tired or whatever, and they say that voice in your head that says, I'm tired, I'm gonna slow down. They say once you can defeat that, once you can get past that, it's nothing in the world you can't handle. Like if you can, you know, beat your own mind mentally and say, all right, yo, when they see your mind telling you stop running and you keep on going, so they say that's why reading and running is important.
Running therapeutic. Because remember, but you was in basic too, But running, when I used to run in basic, my mind was on other things other than my feet. I never thought about my feet when I was running the whole time. My mind was just somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? I was just somewhere else. I just was getting like in a train.
Drill sergeant, you know what I'm saying? This nigga don't need me to walk home and we get back to the dorm. Kill us now.
But that's how I used to run when we, you know, long ass runs and shit. My mind be on something else.
You train your body and your mind to respond to you and not you respond to your body. Basically.
Yeah, I would never thought about my feet. I never thought about that shit. I keep on running. And then I noticed too that I was better at running than others was. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? That's what like got me too. You know what I'm saying? It was competitive, but I was better than others. And I'm like, you know, what the fuck? This ain't nothing. Because once I got that mind, you know what I'm saying? My mind thing, yo, my feet and shit. People like, my feet hurt. I don't feel shit. I'm good.
I wasn't tired till I stopped.
You know what I'm saying? But the funniest shit was our drill sergeant trying to run with us. I just smoking like 3 Newports back to back, and this nigga almost died. That's the funniest shit. Yeah, man. Funniest shit, yo. How the hell you gonna smoke cigarettes and then go run? You know what I'm saying? That ain't even
So who you listening to?
J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Eminem, myself.
Yeah, me too.
That's what it's about.
Yeah,
my father.
Okay.
Lil Wayne.
Do you find yourself listening to yourself and critiquing yourself at the same time to become better?
Yeah.
No, ain't Gucci man from Alabama? Gucci.
I'm in Atlanta.
No, Gucci from Alabama.
ain't Gucci from Atlanta.
Nah,
he moved to Atlanta.
Yeah,
He was
Gucci
like
from
14,
Alabama,
13
yo.
or 14.
Yeah, he
when
from
he was
Alabama.
young.
Yeah, he from Alabama. He from somewhere down there.
He said somewhere down there.
Somewhere in Jersey. I mean, because I told you the book, he moved from there to Atlanta.
Oh yeah, you said you did read the Gucci.
Yeah,
I'm gonna check
Gucci,
it out.
I don't know what part. I forgot what it is. You know what I'm saying? He was trying.
Yeah,
Flood it. He was trying to flood it
I'm
though.
gonna check out that Gucci.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Curious.
Tiffany Haddish too. That's a good one too.
Okay.
Jennifer Lewis. That's a good one. I'm listening to You Go now. Didn't know that he knew all those members way before.
Yeah, I'm
separately.
Separately. Him and Method Man. So drugs ago. And Raekwon.
Yeah,
both on the same project.
We got like strong connections on that.
Yeah.
On the Wu-Tang side.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we used to go to New York, like I was telling you when I was younger, and we did a lot of stuff with Buddha Monk.
Okay.
That's an Old Dirty. They like was real tight.
Mm.
So when Old Dirty got out and signed Rockefeller, I opened up for him on his first show that he when he got out of jail. It was like a VH1 special on that joint, and we partaked in that. But yeah, Wu-Tang been super influential, especially Ghostface. I'm a big Ghost fan.
Yeah, they talked about him too. They said he was a shit star. And that's not hard to believe.
His most popular songs is about him fuck with somebody's girl.
All I Got Is You is my all-time favorite Ghost. That plucking roaches out the cereal.
Oh yeah.
I'm a Shayla Ghost guy.
2 at the bottom, 3 at the head.
Yeah. That's it.
Basically, I was with the beat. You know me, music.
Yes.
I was like, "Yay, son!"
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's fire.
Oh yeah. So most definitely, man. I mean, I got some music out there, man. I mean, I listen to everything. I mean, I listen to songs and grab little instruments here and there. I'm like, dang, they got that in there. And like you said about Tank and the Bangers, I found
that's enough. You ever heard that? That's not Alabama or something like that. Am I saying it right? That's where you're from.
Okay, no, I ain't, like I said, I ain't like I ain't real hip as far as Gucci's story, but that's why I said I'm gonna check it out.
Good story about how he came into his own. Same thing what you were saying. Same way. Same damn way. Came into his own, man. You know what I'm saying? And he got his name from his father. Yeah, man. His father was called Gucci because his father just wore Gucci suits. He was in service overseas and he liked to dress. And they're like, oh, Gucci man. And he said the man must have came from the southern shit, but they used to call him Gucci man though. And his father, you know what I'm saying? And he said his father was a con artist. Yeah, man, but he got old and would try the cons and shit just started getting old. You know what I'm saying? It started getting over from him. That's what he was like. He didn't want to wind up like that. And, you know, well, y'all, you read. I don't even want to spoil it for you.
Yeah, I'm checking that.
But that's good.
Once again, man, like I said, hit this booth, but once I just want to super. Like I said, thank y'all. Always a pleasure.
Oh yeah. Damn, because we'll talk a whole again, motherfucker. Yeah, we'll keep the hostage in this motherfucker. Keep on talking, and
niggas on this, so we don't gotta go off.
Yeah, we ain't gotta go off no more like before. This our own shit.
Yeah, we can talk to another.
Yeah, before motherfucker like, yo.
We gotta set something up. Like I said,
look, he like, I got an outlet now. I'm home.
Yeah. No. We definitely gonna make it that business to come back. And, continue to send you the new music. Like I said, man, I always want to thank y'all for giving me an opportunity to speak, touch this mic, man. It's super appreciated.
Yeah, that's what's up. Like I said, Blueprint independent art. That's gonna be my title with you. Every time I see you, you know what I'm saying? Because for real, ain't too many people you can name that like sure enough that grind or that gives a good performance. You know what I'm saying? It's very handful. You might have like 20 people on the card and like 3 of them good. You know what I mean?
And they spread it out. And they spread it out. So you gotta. It'll be a good act, and you see a couple of dwindle off, then another good act, and dwindle off, another good act.
Or you might just see the first 3 good, and then everything else. Like,
you know
what I'm saying? Like, yo, what the hell? You know what I mean? You know, I got to each his own. You know what I'm saying? But some of I can't not all the music. You know, all the new music. Some of it I like. Some of the new artists I like. You know what I'm saying? Like dude that's different. What's his name? Anderson Park. Pack. I say Pop, but him. I like him. And I didn't even know he came up under Drake. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he came up on.
Either, but I've heard things.
Yeah, he came up under Drake. You know what I'm saying? And it's like weird. You know what I'm saying? Because of how his style and his music is and shit. You know what I'm saying? And he half Asian. His mother owned a strawberry farm. Seriously, his mother sold strawberries. You know what I'm saying? See, that's the whole thing. You see, I always be saying, I like people's stories. You know what I'm saying? It's like, once I see an artist, I like to learn more about them. You know what I'm saying? That's why I be telling artists, send your autobiography so we can learn more about you. You know what I'm saying? So that's the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole thing. You know, to learn more about people. You know what I'm saying? The stories like, but you don't have to send an autobiography. You know what I'm saying? Just our dealings with you, you know what I'm saying? And the relationship that we have with you, we know. You know what I'm saying? Like that story you told me, and I always tell that story about with Jay-Z nephew, about looking in your phone about the Instagram and like said if it was anything other than music in hand, he would tell you to leave or whatever.
No, that was real tough.
You know what I'm saying? But I tell a lot of artists that, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, if that's your craft and what you want to do, all that other stuff on social media shouldn't matter. You know what I'm saying? No need to put in that. You're not serious about it. You know what I'm saying? If you was, you would have had, you know, that content in there. And I tell that the story to everybody. And I say your name and everything. And I say somebody told me. And they like, yo, that's some real shit. I was like, yeah, I'm fucking right. You know what I'm saying?
And that's, once again, when you stand for something, you won't fall for anything. It's just like, yo, I'm standing on like that belief system. And even this, like, conversation, we went a little everywhere with it, but it was super therapeutic for me, for real. Because like I said, just giving me a chance to express certain things and then hearing some of the stuff y'all say, just to reflect and think about, like, you know, what I'm doing and where I'm trying to go. So yeah, man, every single time I take something away from even conversations that I have with other people, and just to hear how, you know, you may view me or see me, or, you know, the grind, like I said, the whole blueprint, like, dang, I ain't never even looked at it like that, but the way you worded it. So once again, man, just gotta thank y'all, and let's like continue to make history.
Yeah, you do the necessary steps. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying it. You know what I'm saying? Your work ethic, you know what I'm saying? Your performance ethic, as you as a human being, you know what I'm saying? To take a fast, you know what I'm saying? To, like, you know, get yourself in mind, you know what I'm saying? Cleanse, yo, that's something deep right there. You know what I'm saying? Artists don't be, you know, they like, yo, I got this new whip or something like that. They get other things, you know what I'm saying, to try to validate themselves or make feel good about themselves instead of going within themselves and changing stuff. Because that's the only way you're gonna change. You gotta change yourself and change within, man. Yeah. So let us know all your contact information and stuff like that, where we can find you, find your music and everything.
Simple, man. At Kojo440. Once again, Instagram, Snapchat, SoundCloud, Kojo440. Kojo440. Follow me, and let's you know, be a part of watching me make history.
Well,
Tone.
Yeah, you got any social media?
You got Instagram? Yeah. What's your Instagram?
Instagram, Quavo.m425. Facebook, Lil Tony, Spacebar Media. Space. Snapchat, Quavo.swagger1. Yeah,
we gonna get them right. We gonna make sure we get everything the same, so y'all know. But yeah, man, it's like I say, beginning process.
It's a learning phase.
Yeah.
Next time you won't even be like this.
Hey, Devon, where will you find you at?
It's everywhere at Devon Daniel.
Devon the name?
Devon Daniel, yeah.
Okay. Oh, y'all got any shout outs or anything y'all want say anything?
Man, once again, just all I got is July 28th, Annapolis Family Day Festival, 3rd annual. Shout out to the homie Troy Stansberg, and everybody else who were a part of making that event happen. It's going down.
Yeah, text me all that so I can make sure I have it on my phone.
There.
You know what I'm
gonna do it.
Yeah, text me.
Sure.
I'll be down there.
All right,
you know, man. We get an oil change. Yeah, coming down. Yeah, man. For real. Well, I want to thank you for coming out, Kojo. It's always a pleasure, man. You know what I'm saying? To see you, man, and hope nothing but success. You know what I'm saying? With your career, you know what I'm saying? With you, period. You know what I'm saying? And I just thank you for supporting us.
Man, for
You
sure.
know what I'm saying? Because we don't get that.
No,
I ain't gonna lie. We don't get that.
I know how it works, man. But like I said, man, we're gonna stay positive. We're gonna keep making history, and ain't nobody, can't nobody stop with it. They say the man upstairs got plans, and I think I see prominence for us all. So
yeah. And see, that's the whole thing. We just like the independent artists. We are independent radio station. You know what I'm saying? So we trying to make it come up and make the necessary steps to be up in the forefront too.
We're gonna do it together. Let's go.
Fucking right. We're gonna play the two songs, Mercy and Faith.
Let's do it.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get into that, and then we're gonna come
good.
We're gonna come back. Yo, we're gonna stay on for a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Probably 3:30, something like that. I already took a bath, but
you into that every day now?
Yeah.
So make sure y'all check it out.
I got that on my list.
He about to drop this record, Faith and Mercy. Make sure y'all check it out and go to Apple Music title to pick that up. Fame, Faith, Ambition, Mercy, effort available everywhere now. Let's go.
It's time for honesty. Let's speak about this honestly. When it come to R.A.P. who? But when it's all this me, something must be wrong with them, cause ain't a thing wrong with me. These lyrics give you all of me. I flow smoother than R&B. Here we go now. Got the flow down, yeah, it was lost with the flow down. Yeah, I roll round with the round, cause I'm the king of the whole town. Top and I go down, hearing that smoke loud. Yeah, I'm feel hot, so this my cold down. I make them go wild when I rock crowds. I don't like substance and I got style. I got a lot of women numbers I will knock down. And I probably never answer if they got mine. Let the drill real late and I got time. Oh, nice, slow grind, almost ready to stop sign. Hot nine, like cops can't stop crime. All of the shooting they doing and get away with it. Want me to try to keep my face good? They try to kill me because they race different. 20 years they enslaved and then they rape women. I got something to say if Kanye listen. No, seriously, yeah, Mr. West, listen. He's still one of my idols, and I ain't trying to diss him. But I think he forgot, so I'm reminding him. I mean, there might be a few things that's blinding. First off, let's start with the obvious. You can't lead with love if you ain't positive. The mother hat was black. Come on, Yeezy. You can't be one of that leaders misleading. You know that man don't care for that people. Man, he don't even do it this is equal. We regal. I can't piss for lyrics, there's no ego. When I was young in the slums, I sold diesel. That man lives big with these evil. I play on track, I like I'm doing Cheeto. Kalani's starting to rhyme already, she my sequel. Saying wearing trimmed already, he my sequel. Proof in the booth, I'm feeling like these equal. Yo, just go, ain't no hope in no needle. Lord have mercy on those who need Jesus. Let these words hit to those who really need it. Feeling like this is a reunion, I really mean it. Nobody but music, they only stream it. That's why I perform live, giving some teachers. I ain't a teacher, but this my thesis. Can't you do creases, riding around the Yeezus. The all black track, who's rocking the Adidas. I was in the trap when all they dropped Ether. Begging up reefer, selling it to my teachers. All these things I confess to my preacher. Wait a minute, don't let me get back to Yeezy. Got something on my heart, this ain't easy. Got a college dropout, but I play hooky. 24-5 reps, him by her. You understand it, man, you supporting the great women. I'm all about coming from nothing, don't play victim. Slavery a choice, man, that's just it. Especially when your mom was arrested at the Senate. With that in your blood, you supposed to be different. It gave you a genius, how you don't get it. Help me take the game and I did it. Let's go to revolution today and I'm with it. Lord heaven on my soul. I see my first murder, I was only 10 years old. Used to dream about a benzene, the Benz on both. My white train, please don't marry me, y'all say no. If not so, I ain't getting murdered. I ain't with the vinegar. Everybody had a scoop on my white fashion food. Everybody say they got that as well, I got that too. The truth, that ain't something that I'm gonna plan to do. Everybody want that spot, but it ain't tangible. Think you can handle it right until it ain't no shoot. For my first charge, and man, I was on channel 2. At the time, I had bras at Alabama U. Sorry, Jay, I know I said I never mentioned you, but you said if I ever got famous, but I remember you. I told you I did that, I was 25th of December. Ain't nobody like you, I'm praying that it was killing you. Ask Mr. We ain't talking about no gifts, I'm just here to show the fact that the real exists. Mercy, 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 been the real my friends, and if they claiming they the best, why they don't sound like this?
I love your music.
Don't you know who I am? Because of my name, I'm gonna Fame costs. Where you start fame.
Y'all do it for the fame, but I'm doing this for fame. For the kid that shit my grand over last name. I'm ashamed of you. I ain't never been lame. I ain't playing no games. I can run it go bang. I can run it your queen like a running Scott King. You can never stop me. Make your girl knock me. Make your girl watch me. Girl watch me 4, 3, 2. You don't see how girl I be. Plus I take a move like a girl I be. Breaks like a curveball, but you know this. Like a move on it. Now not where but but I'm bombing. Bombing. It's like I'm on it, shit. You feel my pain cause I'm on it, shit. My focus go hands on it. Look, I don't rap, I go bonkers like LOS mixed with DMX. I mean, we all become things in common. Like, got the Lord, these on the block, you get robbed, moves like y'all look with it. I'm good with work on it. Shout out to my girl, Sharonda, yeah. 1 time for on Jones, yeah. 2 times for Kate Walker, yeah. 3 times after the peace sign, for the peace I had in that Honda. My best killed my soul is clear, but what's haunting me is my karma. All that pain I caused my mama, she raised me without my father. Sure, some people had it much harder. Short time, missing her daughter. Problems, drama. I got problems. I got issues I can't get to, so official, keep your tissue. I know young boys popping pistols out in West East selling crystal. I remember my first time on that block with a bunch of nickels. Keep busy in there by nipples. I'm trying to paint you this picture. You comprehend or don't get it. I spit it because I live it. You trying to do it, I did it. I promise, been on a mission. I told you about Missy Kitchen. I told you I still got visions. I don't know why you not listening. You what I want, but permission. As long as I keep on living and Tony Craig keep on mixing. It's a difference from just rapping to actually being convincing. I know you hear my conviction, the pain that I've inflicted. I'm still highly addicted to Henny. You say your flicker in women with big figures. I'm feeling like Big Tigger in the basement. Rack City, I'm back on my damn frisbee. I'm back in my fam with me. I'm back in my bag. Feel me, you go play with you should break. That I never decide to spray. Cause I promise that you may listen. If I ever send them your way, I got faith. You know, you got so much, yeah. You wanna say, huh? And we gon' feel it like this, like. I said I love it like the summer breeze. I wanna feel you all over me, all over me. I said I love it like one through the street. I need you right here next to me, and next to me. I said you're mine.
And we all trying to relate. Was I born to die? Well, the song is my music. Gino turn this bitch live.
I fucked up.
You.
I messed up.
Yeah.
Cut somebody's song off. Nah, man, don't hate me. Don't hate me. But yeah,
He ain't
man.
mad as you, Craig.
Yeah, man, you tuned into the GGI radio show with my man Sleazy, Rockbox, and myself. We are the GGI radio show here every Saturday from 1 to 3.
Yes, sir.
We won't go 1 to 3:30. Right. 1 to 4 o'clock, 1 to 8:30. Right. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? We do us. You know what I'm saying? So we trying some new, bring some new things into the show and everything, like announcements and quotes of the day and stuff like that. We trying to incorporate that. Next week, I think I'm trying to have a call-in line, so I have people call in, you know what I'm saying, and everything like that. So we just trying to, just expand a little bit, you know what I'm saying, give y'all more. And it's just this little app I'm trying to do for us with the video stuff, so we can try to show commercials and all that stuff. So we're gonna try to step it up. So no more further ado, let me hand it over to my man Sleaze Rock.
All right. Look, and in all actuality, we keep blaming and putting off things, you know what I mean, that we could do, but point out our city government or this, that, or other. So here's a few changes that's been going on.
and it actually isn't anything new. For the past couple of years, Al City Parks and Recreations have been doing things, but we just don't take a chance or take the opportunity to go check these things out or go on social media, you know what I mean, and look to see what's going on. But I grabbed a few things that you could do with your kids. You know me, I jumps out there with my daughter, you know what I mean, and go try to do a couple things. I found a couple things that's going on. One is y'all call it movie night, but it actually has a real name to it. Rhythm and Reels with Love. Sunday, July 15th, 2018, from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Um, the office, the mayor's office, you know, Catherine, that girl Catherine throwing a movie night in the park of Drew Hill.
Catherine P.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You can bring your families out. It's going to be held at, hold up. You know what? Okay. Location, Franklin Square Park, 1301 West Lexington Street. That's the part where the bike party was leaving from, ain't it?
Oh, I don't know.
Shout out bike party.
Party.
That's
thing too. That's cool too.
Yeah. For those of you, go ahead.
I just gotta say, when people on a bike party, when you riding down Haven and Baltimore Street, watch that turn, because them motherfucking cars do not show no mercy.
Yeah.
I think that's that route that they come through.
Yeah.
I was sitting in the van one day and I seen them. So many people.
They do it all over the city.
Yeah, but the way this route was coming, they would come down, I think, Haven Street.
And turn in the traffic.
Turn on Baltimore Street, and you know that turn ain't good right there. You know what I'm saying? I've been seeing so many accidents. My was almost.
That's where that bridge you talking about, right?
No, right there. You know where my job is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right across from there. What? Remember Miami City? Them bed people won't look at the bed. They got a brewery up there now.
Oh,
and it's right there.
Man.
My bad, cut you off though.
No, ain't no problem. We all good, man. But 1301 Lexington Street, the 15th, which is tomorrow, from 4 to 7. It will be a movie night out there. Shout out to our new mayor, Catherine P. That's how you're supposed to say it when you get her.
Catherine P.
Catherine P. For those of y'all, you know what I mean, ladies who like to take their kids but don't feel like being bothered with it, I'm gonna put y'all on point with something that's going on in the mall. It's called East Point Bounce Party. I took my daughter over there, but I didn't realize until we was getting ready to leave that you can take your kids out East Point Mall. You can do shopping and all of that while leaving your kids attended by the staff at the bounce party place. They will babysit your kids for 2 to 3 hours, you know what I mean, while you shop, you know what I mean? So you can go out there and shop at the mall. But if you go in there, you can actually have fun with your kids, play video games. It's like the old arcade type thing that used to be in the malls, you know what I mean? So it's nice. But here's the one that I liked when me and my daughter went out there, you know what I mean? We went to Knock the Ball. It's trending real big on the internet and all around, you know what I mean? People getting these things. But it's a catch to it. Don't just go with just your kids to this place, because you need to go in there with a group.
Okay.
Yeah. And if you don't have a strong wind and all that type of stuff, this is not the fucking thing to do. I smoked a cigarette with this bitch and like they wanted to slap all the shit out this man.
You sound like my drill son.
Yeah. We was running back. It's just me and Taylor in this big room. I got to keep running and bumping into her. Then I got to catch her, and I take the pictures. So take some kids, you know what I mean? And it's cheap. It's real cheap.
Okay.
It's real cheap, you know what I mean? And it's fun. Okay. It is very much fun. But if you and your homeboys y'all want to take some aggression out, you hear what I'm saying? Y'all can go up there, get inside these balls and bounce off balls.
I ain't trying to get in no balls, but yeah, I mean, I got you. I did.
Yeah. So it's a lot of things. All you had to do is look and be willing to participate. You know what I mean? And that's a big thing. You had to be willing to participate in these activities that's going on. Okay. Now we don't know this lady name. I think it's birds. He said bows. But Sharon, it's a tournament. Save Our Youth Through Athletics, which is today, July 14th. It was from 2 p.m. That mean celebrate the life and legacy of Sharon such and such. Well, I'm gonna spell her name. Maybe y'all can understand it. Bogues. That mean with the
Bogues.
Okay.
Muggsy Bogues.
Damn, you know what's fucked up? It's because guess who hosted it? Muggsy Bogues. So you were right. His name is Bogues.
Yeah.
All right. So Sharon Bowles. Cherie Bowles.
Sharon, eh?
That's not Sharon. My mother name is Sharon. And this is not how I spell it. I got
Sharon.
Look. My mother's name is spelled S-H-N.
But I said people spell it different ways.
Yeah, I'm retarded motherfuckers.
Yeah, that's like Sharon.
Yeah, okay. She-Ron. Yeah, that's
Sharon.
That's she. Yeah, this is She-Ron. She-Ron. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's a they celebrating the life and legacy of She-Ron Bowles with the best basketball legend Muggsy Bogues. Play games and enjoy music and food. The event is free and will be held at Druid Hill Park basketball court. Yeah, Druid Hill 900 Druid Hill Park Lake Drive. So it's all like I say, it's summertime. It's always something going on. There was so many other things listed on the internet. All I did was type in fun activity with the children, and Parks and Recreations popped up. Mall activities popped up. It's a lot of things going on over at the Meyerhoff this weekend, and like Ron said, we're gonna be doing this each and every weekend, so you can expect more things that I'll be putting up and posting. And if you like, I could post them to our pages. Just contact us and ask us what's going on around the city. And with that, I'm gonna say that's about it. That's all. Oh, the Meyerhoff Symphony, they had something going on damn near every night that you could do fun family activities, you know what I mean, plays and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot going on in our city. Take your kids swimming, take them here. Even though it's summertime, you can take them up to the park and go ice skating. Trust me, it's a lot going on. So, bon voyage.
But that's the main thing, man. Spend time with your kids, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Go out, you know what I'm saying? Experience things, because that's what it is about, you know what I'm saying? And it's something I thought about this world. It's crazy, yo. You come in this world by yourself, and the whole time you here, you want to interact with people, you know what I'm saying? But you leave this motherfucker by yourself.
Alone.
You know what I'm saying? With nothing. You know what I'm saying? You come in here with nothing,
but
you leave with nothing. You know what I'm saying? But the whole thing is, like you said earlier, to leave a legacy, not just a memory.
Yeah.
All right, we ready to switch it over to my man, Box, and the thoughts of the day.
Yeah. What's going on, Baltimore? Hey, we here, man. It's your boy Rock Box in the house, you know what I'm saying? Sitting here ready to talk to the people. Hey, man, the quote of the day, man. The best preparation for tomorrow is doing your best today. And if you do your best today, you can prepare yourself for tomorrow. Stop looking at what you did yesterday, man. When you look back at what you did yesterday, you won't move forward. With that being said, I like to say happy birthday to my best friend, Junior Kyrie. You know what I'm saying? He turned 3. And also, hey, that's my buddy, man. That's my little man.
But the name sounds so familiar. I'm like,
yeah, his name Kyrie, turned 3. Also, I want to say a big shout out to the Curl family. Rest in peace to Miss Murray Curl, man. I mean, she was from Holland Ridge, most definitely. A wonderful woman, you know what I'm saying? Great family. So, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to her. And Baltimore, like I said, man, and Jerome couldn't say it even better. Spend time with your kids, because you never know when your day gonna come. So, do you want to be a memory, or do you want to leave a legacy? You got to think about that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, we like to thank y'all that tuned into the GGI radio show. Y'all that wrote on our fan page and everything, man. It's a pleasure. Shout out to my man, the villain, my boy Rude Rice. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that tuned in, my boy Tay Holiday. What's up, Tay? You know what I'm saying? Also, we had my boy Lucas come in, Lil Shorty, my boy Kenny Johnson. You know what I'm saying? We had Stoney. He also chimed in on this and everything. I mean, man, it's people after people. And definitely thank our guest, Kojo. Definitely, he did his thing on here, man. And like I said, it's jewels being dropped every week on this show. You know What you do with those jewels is on you. It's on you. You can sit down here, jot things back, and research stuff for yourself. But the jewels that's being dropped on here can definitely be shined up and used in your life. And like I say, can't nobody tell your testimony like you do. So tell your best testimony of you and not someone else.
Yeah, that's why I just gotta say that again. I think and I feel everybody should write a book about themselves before you leave this earth, or some memoirs, or something, you know what I'm saying, that could be passed on, you know what I'm saying, to your generation, you know what I'm saying? Like, I put it like, what, Roots, wonder how he found everything, it was, that shit was passed on, the memoirs and stuff, and he researched it. You know what I'm saying?
They was passed on, he went back and researched it.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's real important, you know what I'm saying? I just say that people need to write a book. Everybody should write a book. I don't give a fuck. A lot of people, I ain't gonna. No, everybody got a story to tell.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I just think that's something that you need to do. I just, you know what I'm saying, for your family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For your family, man. You know what I'm saying? And be honest. Brutally honest. Be brutally honest.
If you peed in the bed till you was 32, you just peed in the bed. Shit.
And I mean, looking at it, man, I mean, most definitely, I know it's a lot of people that have people in their family, they don't even know that they family. You pass this person every day, and then you wind up finding out at a funeral.
Yeah,
or
that they was your
once you
family
pregnant.
member. Yeah.
That only happened once, but it happens.
Yeah.
Oh, what? That somebody get their own family member pregnant?
Yeah.
But you know what? That's supposed to be strong bloodline on it. That's what the I'm saying. That's what the Caucasian people call strong bloodline.
You raising pits when you do shit like
no,
that.
But I'm just saying though, a lot of that royal family and all that was like off of that, man. You know what I'm saying? They you know, like them
even
them people over in Colorado. I forgot what it is. The polygamous. Am I saying that right? Polygamous.
I don't know what the fuck you're saying.
The people that have like them cult things, like this guy, they got this show called Escape from Polygamy or something. I hope I'm saying it right. And it's these 3 girls on there, right?
Mm-hmm.
All of them escaped from this shit, and they all related. They all got the same father, but different mothers. He got 15 wives. He got like 200 something damn kids.
God,
yeah, man. They are in Colorado, and this is the thing that get me right. Let me go into this real quick. It's funny how, like, you know, not me with the race thing, but they can have their own secret society and have their own life, and the government know this shit going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They know this going on. No, black people can't do that.
Right. Kelly can't.
You know what I'm saying?
Kelly can't start his own sex cult.
But they can't do that. But look, it's and that's how it is, right? And like one of the girls was married to their cousin. Yeah, man. They had sex with their own kids and and all that. Seriously, it's crazy. It's real crazy,
Well, if you look at the animals, the lions do it themselves. So I mean, hey, Animal Kingdom do it all the time. So.
Yeah. Who are we to judge him?
But
it's not in my life.
But I'm just saying though, it's like I guess a certain consciousness. I guess with us, as civil, we are more civilized. You know what I'm saying? So-called.
Yeah,
more civilized. And like, like to me, like, that's like,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I guess too, the way people was raised.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, some people in that mind, they feel that's right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't feel it's right. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I could definitely say, man, I've been in the service and I had a gentleman that was white. He never saw a black person in his life. We had 75 people in our platoon. Guess how many people were white? 4. And when he saw us and we took that picture holding him up in the air, his parents were like, you come home right now, because they thought we was trying to harm him. Because everything you was brought up hearing and what you heard, what you saw at that time, you saw family. They saw we was trying to hurt him. We wasn't trying to hurt him. We your son brothers in the army. I mean, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, spend time. And like you said, we knew Kojo from our relationship with him. We can't just know just by paper, but we had a relationship with this gentleman. Rude Rice. Y'all know Rude because you had a relationship with him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it definitely is important to send your bio so that we can have a relationship with you and keep up with you and know what you're doing and help you grow along with us grow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I definitely, man, my hats go off to both of you guys. Man, I've been taking my hat off and saluting for the longest time, but I'm gonna constantly keep doing it.
Yeah, that was that grind, man. Sleazy, man. Oh god, damn, we did like 4 shows in a day. One day. You know what I'm saying? We had a little Fiat. Running the Fiat. Yo, we up in the Fiat.
Yo, get out the car, that man stand up his knees damn near on the roof.
Yo, man, yo, you know what I'm saying? We grind it out. But I just like, yo, y'all say this, I appreciate both of y'all, you know what I'm saying, for like y'all dedication to this show and doing what y'all do and what y'all bring to the show. You know what I'm saying? And I just think if we like get all on one page, yo, we can really take this somewhere. I ain't gonna say shit, but I just say we can take this somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Once we get everything ironed out and get on, you know.
Yeah.
Yo, we can really take this somewhere because like what Rube said last week and what he was talking about, oh man, the show, I forgot. I watched the documentary about those guys too. And it's similar to how we doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Stretch and
stretching.
I forgot the other guy's name, but I seen it though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And they started like on a college like style radio show, yo, and they built it. They had people, everybody that's somebody now in radio went through them. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we just waiting. Somebody that came on the show is about to get that deal. Or about to blow up. You know what I'm saying? That came through here. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody had hit me the other day and was like, we played their music when they was 16. Now. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I think I said that last week. But yeah, man. But yo, that's deep. You know?
Yeah, I mean, and definitely they're giving you your roses now and letting you know how you impact their life. I had a gentleman, I got in touch with him this week on Facebook. And I mean, I coached football at Gardenville for 12 years. And I had one of the kids that I first coached as a head coach at Gardenville. Shout out to Gary Onakuski. He definitely said, you know, Coach Rock, we got to stay in touch, man. You really impact my life and helped me get through a few things. And I mean, that made me feel good that I impact somebody's life. Not just your kids, but somebody else's child. That definitely makes you feel good when knowing you made an influence in somebody's life for the better. You know what I'm saying? And I told him I was proud of the man he became, the father he became, you know, and the work ethic that he has. You know, it's not about just coaching football, but teaching these kids lively skills. Everybody don't have a father to tell them what to do and how to do it and what's best for them. Everybody don't have it. Everybody don't have that mother to sit there and tell them that. So they need somebody to sit down and tell them something positive. Look, you could do it this way. You could do it that way to send them in the right direction. Because if we don't do that, a lot of this stuff is going to be lost. Man. A lot of this stuff is going to be lost. And I go back to what Jerome said earlier. You want to leave a legacy. You don't want to leave a memory. I remember when this. No, you want to say, look at this legacy that was built. And we still build it. So, yeah, and I thank Rome for even asking me to come onto the show. Thanks Sleaze for accepting me on the show. You know, usually when you do stuff like that, your boy will, hey, my buddy coming in, and other than, oh man, I don't like that dude. He make me sick. He trying to take my seat. No, I'm not trying to take nobody's seat. I'm gonna take mine, and we're gonna do what we do.
Right.
Voltron.
Yeah, but see, that's the whole thing. Everybody gotta be on the same page. Everybody gotta want the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And success. You know what I'm saying? I think, man, we already success. I'll put it like this. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to take it to another level where I can help more artists. You know what I'm saying? To be like the gateway to artists and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because I look back on a lot of people say how our show was monumental to them. You know what I'm saying? And you know what, Sleazy, I found out something what people were saying, like, remember when I always said, I don't know what I'm doing? Mm-hmm. And shit just be clicking.
Just be at the table.
They said that's the way you're supposed to do it. You know what I'm saying? That you have no clue what the fuck you're doing, but just do it.
Just do it.
You know what I'm saying?
If it's your passion, you're going to learn it.
You know? Huh? Yeah. Well, it's like, it's hard to explain. It's like, yo, for real, I sometimes don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Really. Literally don't know. Mm-hmm. But shit be clicking. You know what I'm saying? And it I guess you might just say it's learning, but it's nothing to learn because I really don't have no idea what, you know what I'm saying? Well,
I mean, but you learn, you be like, oh, dang, that wasn't like that?
Just going. Cool. No, but
Like a nigga got a forward disability, a learning disability. Like I keep learning shit, but I don't even know why. What the fuck I was doing over there.
Like my man Dante said too, and like really he enlightened me on something. Like he like, yo, you don't understand the impact that y'all had. And I didn't see that shit. For real. I certainly didn't. We did it every week because it was something that we would do. You know what I'm saying? And he started noticing to me like, yo, you know such and such people really pay attention to what we say, yo. You know what I'm saying? He like, yo, I can show you all these emails and stuff I get.
I get
you know what I'm saying?
shit in my inbox.
But it's crazy though, and just to see us grow too, because like when man Sleazy first started, Sleazy was with this, yo, I'm a certain way. Yo, he then grew, you know what I'm saying? We didn't grew together, you know what I'm saying, each other, but I didn't watch him grew. His whole mentality is just totally different. You know what I'm saying? About how he viewed himself, how he viewed this thing and everything. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing about it, man, coming in your own, man, you know what I'm saying, and everybody growing.
I think just basically we found our purpose, man. We found our purpose and we're working within our purpose. Because when you don't know your purpose, man, you just wandering to and from, just doing a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, that's true. True. You're right about that.
And once you find your purpose and you get that niche, oh yeah, this is what I'm doing. This is me.
Yeah.
You can control you, but you can't control what you don't know. I mean, you be like, oh man, I don't know. I'm gonna do this. Well, how you gonna get there? I don't know. I'm gonna just get there. But when you got that purpose and that driven purpose, and you know it's this, is that. Oh yeah, you gonna drive straight to the ground.
Also, too, it's like, let me add on that. It's like to have a plan. Because I was watching, it's a motivated speaker named Eric Thompson. Because Eric Thomas, his name, E.T. call himself E.T.
Yeah.
And he was like, yo, you gotta think about it like you going on a mission. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like you going on a mission. Like if you going on like a mission, you're not gonna just jump out the door and just start shooting everywhere. No. You know what I'm saying? He's like, you gotta have targets. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta have a plan. You know what I'm saying? And that's the truth, because we talked about that last week. Like you can step outside the door and you ain't got no plan on going nowhere. Where you going and you wind up any fucking way. You know what I'm saying?
Grove Street drunk.
I done did that shit a plenty of times. 219 in Highland Ridge, and I'm all the way West Baltimore, some motherfucker. But how the fuck I get all the way over here? Had no plan, no idea what I was gonna do.
You gotta go to work tomorrow.
Yeah, and hell yeah, stupid shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
My funniest thing, I came outside, I was like, where is I going? And go right back in the house.
Oh damn.
And I'm gonna tell you, a lot of people don't pay attention to the things that they doing. Know you on a budget, but yet you got rent money and your work money for the week.
Yeah.
And you outside drinking and getting drunk, eating and doing this and doing that. You know what I mean? It's no direction, not having a plan, not having this ability in yourself, you know what I'm saying, to set things up or to make a process. Because that's what it all boils down to too. Once you have an idea, you got to make a process. And how to get things done. And that's where we going at. That's why things was done a little different today, and what the direction that we were going in. I mean, to set up or to institute direction into what's going on. Like, you know what I mean? We got all of the cameras looking at it, so they visual. You know, visual is one of the best attractions. You know what I mean? Visually, and we in a head mentally giving them things. You feel what I'm saying? I hope people out there retaining it. You know what I mean? And continue to follow us. So you know what I mean? With me, it's GGI. You know what I mean? The pavement is paved. You know what I mean? Now we just got to drive it. You know what I mean? Lead the people in that direction. Keep the people coming in that direction.
And you right about, because like a lot of that stuff, you know, I was closed-minded with that. You know, remember, I don't want no webcam. No webcam. Remember, I was against that, but I learned and see you gotta go with the times. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's in. You know what I'm saying? It's, like you said, it's the visual part. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I guess they go hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? They help hand in hand, because I'll be looking at the numbers and everything. It's like you wouldn't think people listening, but people listening. That's it crazy. You know what I'm saying?
3 minutes, then they gonna go on what? What the fuck is them numbers?
You know, I just want to say this though. It's like, you know, not no particular people, whatever, but I had people like inquire about the show, and they like looked at our YouTube shit and was like, oh, y'all ain't got a real good, you know what I'm saying? I wish y'all numbers was good on the YouTube or whatever like that. But that's just one.
That's one platform.
One part.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? One part that we on. You know what I'm saying? We haven't tapped into that YouTube flow yet.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? We there because how many years we had that YouTube? We had multiple YouTubes, but we never
wasn't consistent.
Consistent,
like
exactly.
We used it, man. It was just like posting shows to the page.
You know what I'm saying?
Posted it to the page.
But we've been doing that like every week now, and I can just see like it's not like it's gradual. Everything happens gradually, you know what I'm saying? So I'm saying stuff gradually, but you can't just base things on that. You know what I'm saying? The success of the show because like. Really out of 10 people that's in hip hop, Baltimore hip hop, know of us.
You think so? You say only 10?
No, out of 10. Like what they say, the best. I mean, saying out of 10.
1 in 10.
Yeah, 1 in 10. Out of 1 in 10, I mean, out of 10 people, 1 in 10 people heard of us.
No. It's the hell no.
1 in 10. I'm saying I'm putting it like that. That's a good margin. Some people say 1 out of 3.
I'm gonna say.
I say 1 out of 10.
I'm gonna say 4 out of 10.
4 out of 10.
Yeah.
I say 1 because it's still I come across people that never, heard of this platform or whatever and stuff like that. Have been in music, so that's why I say 10 because that's like I don't even go to 1 out of 20, but that's still good though. You know what I'm saying? The others and shit. You know what I'm saying? Of people. Hand up, you know what I'm saying? Or people can't cross others, you know what I'm saying? That's why I say that.
But see, the best part about that is for the percent that do know us and the percent that don't know us. Most of the time when somebody is known, it's through
word of mouth.
No, it's through negativity.
Yeah.
They definitely follow that.
See, the foundation is built with this platform or in the relationships that we have and why people know us. It's for the consistent work. Us being in the clubs or the radio show being on, or they came past because of the entertainer or what's being seen on social media.
Yeah.
And all of the above is not negativity. It's not because we pumped up this group's beef with these people,
we already talked about that, man.
Yeah.
I stay clear of that. You know what I'm saying? Stay clear of that because it go from 0 to 100 real quick.
And it's a bystanders get it too.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all had them niggas over there, man. Y'all let them talk about us on the show. No, man, we ain't let a nigga do nothing.
But you know what? Music shouldn't be about that. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be about, you know what I'm saying? If you got a misunderstanding with somebody or whatever, it's a misunderstanding. Keep it moving. You know what I'm saying?
See, listen to this.
To defame people and stuff like that. Nah.
I've seen. All right, listen to this. Now, if it's for that, but if you got it with me and Let's Go.
Yeah.
Whenever we see each other, we going at it. But it's not real. You get what I'm saying? Like if he threw a shot at me on his CD, look, I'm not asking for no shot thrown at me on y'all CDs neither. You know what I mean?
Gonna take it in no way.
I ain't know what it is. That's Let's Go. I already know. We at each other. You feel what I'm saying? It's friendly competition. You know what I mean? Now I get that. You know what I mean? Competition is competition, but when it's drawn out into those lanes of you drawing blood or you want to violate a person's well-being or you know what I mean situation, then it's wrong. I definitely understand and I respect that.
Yeah.
Now if you decide you want to talk to me about what's going on off to the side, that's cool, but just not on this platform. We're not bringing anybody's altercations to this table.
Yeah, and that's true. I mean, I haven't seen that and haven't heard it. You know what I'm saying? When they come here, we talking about the artists. We talking about your craft. We talking about what you doing, what you got coming up, what you working on. You know, would you like to work with anybody else? I mean, if Baltimore artists would all come together, Baltimore would be on the map.
Baltimore already on the map.
Yeah.
I hate that. I hate when people say that on the map shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
What I mean is they can take over as far as because it's a lot of talent here.
Yeah.
And I'm not just saying just one type of talent. There's many talents in Baltimore City.
I was like, with that thing, everybody needs to just worry about themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the whole thing. Just worry about yourself and make your lane and run your lane. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as with, in the beginning, I used to pay attention to other shows and other people and all that shit and everything, which was taking focus off of what I was really doing. You know what I'm saying? Now I can care less what somebody else show doing, or if they doing better, or if their numbers or whatever. I'm doing what I do.
I put it like this: we are who we are.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I'm doing what I do. Like you said,
we each one of us at this table are unique, and we unique individuals.
But that's the whole thing. When you start worrying about somebody else and everything, man, you can't go forward because you looking back.
It distracts you.
You know what I'm saying? It distract. You know what I'm saying? And like the thing with Baltimore, like what you said, that's like the same thing how they wish with the murder rate.
Yeah.
That's something like
it's a murder rate everywhere.
Like, yeah, and like with my thing, technically you can't stop murder. I don't care what you do. You can get everybody judged, whatever. It's still gonna be something else. You can take all the guns away from them, like butter knife injuries will go up. You know what I'm saying? If you just leave butter knife, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show you something.
Out of all the murders we hear about, right? Why the fuck it's always white people killing somebody on A&E?
Yeah.
You don't never see a black crime on A&E. They kill more than a little bit. You know what I mean? So comparing in or out, you know what I mean, is just a distraction of
and you know, all that's political and all that and type of, you know, all that trying to put that message out and trying to make you feel less about your race.
That's just like,
you know what I'm saying? That's what I think. You know,
and we don't promote negativity. That's another thing I love.
Check this out. Y'all want to know something that's funny? A lot of people, or you had heard that it's nothing going on for the kids, this, that, or this. Yo, Parks and Recreation's page, yo,
be jumping on
every day. But every day.
But this is the thing, though, Sleazy. Oh, that's this the thing, though, Sleazy. People don't pay attention to that shit. They mainly on Facebook quoting about who did what and all that shit. It's like what we talking about with a gun. This technology is so misused. You know what I'm saying? For shit that don't even fucking matter. You know what I'm saying? It won't take nothing for you to look on, like you said, Parks and Rec. You know what I'm saying? I don't take my kids somewhere because I know one time when we take a little Chris out, it was free stuff. It was a bunch of free shit that we went to puppet shows, we went to all kinds of different things.
That was the other day.
You know what I'm saying? But we went to all those type of things, yo. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing. You know what I'm saying? Oh, John getting on my damn nerves and all that shit. Expose him to something different than just sitting on Rose Street or Milton Avenue or, you know what I'm saying, or West Baltimore or wherever, you know what I'm saying, you at. Expose your kids to more than that. You know what I'm saying? Show them there's more out in the world than that. You know what I'm saying? Stop chasing behind little Tay-Tay and all that, you know what I'm saying? And all, you know, come on, man. It's a bunch of kids, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That hood shit is just hood shit. You can't go nowhere with that. And like you say, it's a hood everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing, too. Why do we think so low about something? You know what I'm saying? Think so low. You know what I'm saying? Think so small. You know what I'm saying?
See, and that's it may sound like a hard question, but in all actuality, it's an attention span thing.
Yeah.
If you think about it, when a lot of people say my kids are refined, my kids aren't meant to be refined.
No.
They're meant to run, jump, play, and all
whatever,
that.
You know what I'm saying?
So for people, I listen to people, and you can call me wrong or whatever, but this is why kids are lazy and fat, because you want to force them to be able to sit down for 4 and 5 hours while you talk to your homeboy or your homegirl and all that dumbass shit. You selfish.
But then the thing too, you need to look at your kids and learn them because they fearless.
Yeah.
They ain't scared to try nothing.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? You might say them up on top of, yo, when the fuck why not? They not scared. They ain't until you put fear in them. Until you teach them fear. They don't know, you know what I'm saying?
About your kids.
But that's the whole thing that tripped me out. It's like once we get older, we get reserved because of the letdowns. You know what I'm saying? The troubles. We think about the bad shit. We be more conservative. We don't want to step out there because we scared we gonna fail or it's not gonna go the way we want to go. But a kid do not give a fuck. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
not
The
at
kid
all.
will do anything. You know what I'm saying? You tell a kid, run up in here with this, but they don't know they're gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? And not worry about the consequences. That's the way, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get my mind into, like, not far as like, doing idiotic shit, but far as like taking chances in business and taking chances in growing. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way you gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take a chance. You gotta jump out there. Like son Steve Harvey said, the way to success, you gotta jump off that cliff.
Yeah.
You don't know when that parachute gonna open. You don't know whatever. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get wet.
But no, it's going to open.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna open. It may not open when you want to. You might hit a couple rocks and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna open eventually. And then when it do, you gonna soar like a motherfucker.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Check this out. With our city being at the way it is, and the way we've seen things over the years, you can't use the I'm a convicted felon thing as an excuse not to go or look or try for a job.
Yeah.
Because it's so much money continuously changing hands. If you pay attention right now, damn near it's construction going on in every school. It's construction going on in every neighborhood. They're giving you free classes, jump start, water and work and water something. Man, it's a lot of places that's giving free classes and certifying us to do what needs to be done to our own city. And you know we got that clause, man, they have to have in a city. If you have this zip code in town, inner city zip code, they have to hire from out of these zip codes before they hire people from other zip codes. Yeah. So there's no excuse. The only excuse is you don't know or you won't learn, and a lot of us won't talk to each other.
But you know what? I know my homeboy used to say this to me all the time. I would make that excuse. Well, yo, I ain't got this and I got that. Ain't like Jerome, ain't up to you, is up to God. You know what I'm saying? And keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, I surprise myself with certain things. It ain't gonna happen, and it happened. Like, what the, you know what I'm saying? But put that fear in your mind. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, then already assassinated it before. You know what I'm saying?
Before
you even tried it.
You
You know what I'm saying? Before, you know what I'm saying? So even failure makes you, you know what I'm saying, strengthens you and make you, you know what I'm saying, more confident. Don't be scared to fail.
It's how you use it.
You know what I'm saying? Don't be. That's the whole thing. Don't be scared to fail. If you fail, so what? You ain't the only one.
And that's what I was thinking about today. I put NTAF. Never think about failure. Only think about prosper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Failure is good.
Yeah, failure is good, but don't think about it before you do it. Because you'll put yourself in the position to fail. You know what I'm saying? When you go in there with a positive attitude.
You can go in a positive attitude.
I'm gonna give my
I'm
best.
gonna tell you something. Don't stay stuck in it.
Yeah.
Like, all right, check this out. This didn't happen, but I'm gonna put y'all on point with something. I'm gonna show you something. Yesterday, I go for a job, right?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't had that job yesterday, but I go for the job today, and now I'm stuck in. See, they ain't give me no job for what? That bitch yesterday, I ain't get it today. So the fuck what? I'm gonna keep on going. Or if I'm in a relationship and we break up, and he know I ain't lying about this, I don't stay stuck in that shit. I might miss her. I might have to jerk off 300 times, man, to try to keep myself company. But I'm not staying stuck with worrying about you for real. I'm move on. I'm gonna get the next drink. There ain't no alcohol in this one, but you know what I mean? It's time to move on.
You know, we had that talk in my car, Sleeves. I told you, I'm not going to stress over a bunch of stuff, man. I'm at the age in my life, man, where I'm not going to stress myself out about this stuff. For what? You sitting there stressing, that person sitting there living their life at all times. You know what I'm saying? So most definitely, man. I mean, it's a move on and forget about what happened. Move on, learn from it, move on, and keep growing.
Yeah.
Because time ain't gonna stop for nobody.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And on that note, man, we're gonna end the show, and you can catch us every Saturday from 1 to 3 on here on 101.7 WGNA, or go to the website theggradioshow.com and click on the link and listen to us. Also, we have the Be More Open podcast every Saturday from 6 to 7 p.m. on Be More Open Be More Open podcast Facebook page, and also on the YouTube page. You can catch us every Sunday talking about topics and different things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we want to try to implicate the call-in line so we can interact with more people. You know what I'm saying? When we have artists here, you know what I'm saying? And to people listening or whatever, feel free to comment on some of the music we play, because a lot of artists be like, yo, what the feedback on the music? We just play it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I don't, the feedback, and for real, it's like if y'all set up y'all pages and y'all music, then y'all, we just
if you was turned in, I might have said it was some shit. You don't know. Fuck.
True, and you know what? And that's the whole thing that I get too, because we have a whole lot of music, and sometimes the listening thing be good on like when we do the live show, but like during the week, don't nobody will really be tuning in. But it's artists' music on that we have, and like a lot of artists say it's no support or nothing like that, but their music being played on our station 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even, see no, listens here, mainly overseas. More people listening overseas.
And my thing is, if we put your music on the radio station, why don't you support yourself and listen to the radio station?
You know what I'm saying? But that's the whole thing.
And tell people that it's on there.
Because
don't worry about it.
This ain't 92 Q.
I'm gonna go on there when they hot 97. That bitch is talking. Man, that song by such and such, that's some shit. Tell them niggas don't make no more of that
but
shit.
You know what? That's the whole thing. It's like, because we not on that platform like that. You know what I'm saying? But that's today.
Yeah.
That's the day we not on that platform. Might turn around tomorrow and shit, we hit something else or something else coming through. You know what I'm saying? Because we determine on, you know what I'm saying, on what we want to do.
Yeah.
I mean, what we doing. So, that's the whole thing, like Lil Juan that just came over the border. You know what I'm saying? Got his visa and shit. He ain't got nothing but that daggone Apostle shirt that he got from his cousin.
Hey,
right? You know what I'm saying?
And it's strings from his first guitar.
Yeah, it's strings from his first guitar in a pair of New Balance with no inner soles.
Yeah.
And then next year, this nigga driving a Phantom, got a house down Miami, and tell him, you know what I'm saying? Because he was determined to make something of himself.
And he doing the Super Bowl halftime show.
No, I'm just saying, not necessarily as an artist, but just, you know what I'm saying, just
pushing.
Period. I know. I'm just making that example.
One a friend
request. But I'm just saying though. I'm just making that example, like here in America, man. You can be down today and up tomorrow.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? It's like with this whole thing, it's something that's gonna come out of it. You know what I'm saying? Because we've been constantly keep on doing it. But I'm gonna play some music, man, until like about 4:15 or something like that. Then I gotta get ready to go to this plantation. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for another plantation, because the slave owners here is not treating me right. And the house niggas is really off the chain here. And I want some better house niggas somewhere else.
Tell the little Zach and them.
Yeah,
that little big head motherfucker.
No, shorty cool. You know what I'm saying? But no, I'm talking about the other, like, you know what I'm saying, house people that's in my situation, you know what I'm saying, idiots in charge of me. Which, you know what I'm saying, brilliant idiots. I see what they mean by that word, but they're not brilliant. You know what I'm saying? We got a hillbilly supervisor that make a schedule that you can tell he's on some hillbilly shit.
Django.
Yeah.
He work from the day until Sunday.
Yeah. On some type of shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So
I gotta get off at the 16 hours. No, go.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm mainly with that. Who the fuck put these people in charge of me? You know what I'm saying? Why are they in charge of me? You know what I'm saying? So I gotta get up out of that situation. So you know what I'm saying? I literally hate my fucking job.
I'm laughing because I'm sitting there in my mind, just a good old boy.
No, I really hate my damn job, Soon I hit that motherfucker. Yeah. Like, oh my God. I feel it. You know what I'm saying?
You got that plan to move forward.
Yeah, you got to.
And with that plan,
and that's what I don't understand though, is like everybody doesn't share that same thing. Because I ask that question to a lot of people. You know what? When I ask me, why you ask me that? I can take, look, this is some wild shit. I asked a couple people on the job, like, how long you think you'll be working here? Why you ask me that? I'm like, I'm just serious. I'm like, how long do you know what I'm saying, you feel you want to do this?
I'd ask you. What you
Some
heard
people say, well, a couple years and stuff. But a lot of people ask me, you know, why you ask me that?
Right.
Then I told
What, you heard something?
Then I told this other guy, I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna be doing this. What else you can do? What else I can do? I said, man, you sure you ain't a slave?
He got that joint around his neck.
He said, what else can I do?
What, the master got something different for you?
But I'm just saying though, how can you say that to somebody? No, what you gonna do other than work here? Like, yo, and that's the mentality.
Why you want to leave?
You know what I'm saying? That's the mentality that a lot of people have
That's
at
a
this
tree
job,
that's
yo.
good.
What else? It's just like fuck me up when he said that shit, man. Like, damn. I'm like, I went in the mirror, right, and looked at myself. I'm like, damn, I look dumb. I look like a stupid motherfucker. I don't get that stupid type of thing.
Massa gives us all the overtimes we
know
can do.
Hey yo, but it just be little stupid shit. Like last night, I'm leaving. I'm looking for my relief. So the dude working on the thing, like, yo, I done just changed my shit. Yeah. So I gotta take a shit. Well, turn the machine off and go take a shit. That's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna leave. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I look for my relief. I find him. So I'm like, yo, man, where the fuck your black ass was at? That's all I talk about. He's like, oh, I was such and such, such and such. He said, yeah, Melvin told me you wouldn't even let that man go take a shit. What the fuck is, why the fuck is you worrying about me relieving somebody and taking shit? No, I'm not. No, I'm going home. I done changed my shit. I'm not getting sweaty and all that shit again. I'm ready to go. But that's just the mentality that quick.
Yo,
already got me and tell my name about. I done clocked out now. I'm punched out. I'm just looking for my relief. I'm ready to go home.
So if you go back in, that's voluntary.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm just saying, I'm looking for my relief. That's it. To relay the message to him, whatever, we got work, and I'm go. But that quick, I'm not. I didn't want to give that man a shit. I ain't feel I was obligated because I was off the clock.
That's not on your check.
I was off the clock. You know what I'm saying? But on that note,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But on that note, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying though, like, I'm gonna pull him up about that shit. Yeah. You already know that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? That's none of your fucking business. Why you didn't go leave? You know what I'm saying? Or better yet, I'm like this. If I had to do that, I'm shutting all that shit off and I'm going to take a shit. I'm not, fuck that. I'm going, you know what I'm saying? I'm not shitting on myself or waiting for nobody to come. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. This is the GGI radio show.
But that's the mentality. Look, that's the mentality.
Shut the machine off and go take the shit, Earl.
But look, that's the mentality you got. You'll rather shit on yourself than stop this equipment.
Yeah.
Is that important? That was that important?
Man, so rather me shit on this bread than shut this machine.
But I'm just saying,
you need to come to work with some pull-ups on or something.
But
some adult diapers.
But that's real deep though. It's like, you would rather defecate on yourself than stop this machinery and this production that you so dedicated.
It's fear.
Fear what?
Unemployment.
I don't know.
This is the GGI radio show, home of the independent artists, where we put the independent artists first. And you hear on the GGI radio show anything and everything. But we'll see you next Saturday, 1 to 3, and tune into the Be More podcast. Be More Open podcast tomorrow
at 6 p.m.
Come on now. And we out of here. Until then, next week. Yeah. We'll see you.
Yeah. You know you're a DJ too. That went straight to
Early enough, cut it off.
Try it out. I like it because it's different.
I wanna feel you all over me, all over me. I said I love you like one
of the show, man.
I need you right next to me.
Shout y'all last night.
Yeah.
But then again, I ain't gonna say nothing to you because that's just
it ain't no need.
That's just
it ain't no need.
That's just a sprinkle.
That's how he been writing. Playing stuff.
No, I'm not talking about the other guy. Not the guy that had to take the shit.
No, I'm talking about the guy. You know what I'm saying? People like to start stuff. You know what I'm saying? So you worried about another man's butthole. If he didn't bring it to me, why are you?
Yeah, but I'm just saying though, that's like, yo, you know.
What you started bringing stuff up there?
No, that's something. I started